Oh my god, you're actually pretty damn tall.
Yeah, they're quite tall.
Also, fuck you. Damn. Not inviting Will Smith. I see.
Oh, I didn't want to. Oh.
Like, I'm actually wondering how I should start this on my side.
Ah, there we go. It does work. Wow.
Who? Okay, is that better?
Test. Feedback.
Yep, that is better.
No, it's still bad.
God damn it.
No, alright.
Fuck.
There's like no echo cancellation on whatever mic you're using. I'm not gonna lie.
That might do it. That might do it. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Test. Yeah, yes. It's good now.
Okay. I turned off my noise cancellation button. Because I'm an idiot.
What?
Check 1, 2. Okay.
Of course, it's tradition.
Ryuto, why do you look like a Bishi?
What do I do today? I'll just spawn in.
The king turns on and off.
I see it. Interesting.
Oh
my god, the blood
that's
blocked
my
me.
name.
And
Hi, personnel says.
you gotta put a second key in for the animation, or take the key out for the animation. It's all. I've had times where I have a key in there, and it does that, and then I remove the key where I reverse the keys, and then it works, but then it does it again next time.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
we look. Watch me whip.
Where stuff like what he was doing, where it kept repeating, it makes no sense sometimes. I put the keys in properly, or in the animation, I put them in the way I want them to, but then it repeats.
Yeah,
But then I
that's
rotate them, and then it works. But then later on, it breaks, and I gotta flip them back.
That looks so cool.
Fucking why?
Just casually talking to an enemy soldier, like, as a distraction, and just...
Bastic.
God damn.
Check out my fire.
Oh, it does look pretty dope.
Distracted, put the tail.
That looks so cool.
The fire.
I don't have a tail.
The
I'm only half rabbit, so
Now I need to see my other magic shit. Hold on.
Once again, I must look down.
I can hear you now.
Bro, Blackjack, he also has a mark.
You have a tattoo. What? I don't.
Be short.
Elsa totally doesn't have a tattoo either.
Are we bullying Kira?
Yes.
Nah, yes, I'm bullying my sister.
I'm too short to do the wall thing.
Look. No, hold on.
The only achievement I get is putting my face in her boobs. That's all I get.
No.
I'm not complaining.
This little rat can do this to a woman taller than him, this bitch can do it too.
I need to fix the phone.
Exactly.
Grabs you by the throat.
Come with me for
What the fuck? What did you give your phone a seizure?
Yeah. I don't know. It just does that sometimes. But it's literally text between him and Elsa.
Ah, cool.
I've
worked here.
Literally. Edited textures to make it between him and Elsa.
The animation might have a loop time enabled in Unity.
He's a holy man.
This is a new
I can't
character.
wait for Elizabeth to see that and go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? What are you holding?
The phone.
This is fucking
He's a
nuclear
cleric.
device.
What? I can't get rid of
He's a
it.
good boy.
You got games on your phone?
You have to check. You have to check if in Unity you have loot time
First of all,
enabled
Kurt's a
in the
paladin.
animation.
There's a difference.
There's no.
It isn't. Okay.
Being
Did you do a bull?
No. One has a lot more violence than the other.
Text me.
My left controller is low battery.
You haven't met the right
It's
clerics
just
then.
really broken, so I'm not gonna touch it.
Anyway, I'm gonna try my hardest to be like the best boy, like very well behaved. I'm gonna try my best not to swear at all.
Aww.
I will eventually get you to
Passive
swear.
aggressive.
That is my life goal. I will get you to swear.
I need to fix the
This is where the
guitar.
fun begins.
I need to move the guitar.
Yeah, that's where the fun begins.
Did you do the shimmer?
While you were,
Here, hold on, I'll show you
while
something
you were
else.
fluffing
Ready?
out, I was just like, where did you
Let me
go?
get into this other model and I'll show you.
Everywhere, nowhere.
Ugh.
Because I can actually take off the coat and the scarf.
You can barely
I hope everyone's having a good day so far. I'm very sniffly today, I apologize. My stuff, there it is. There we go. Let me and lean back on it. Kinda. I don't know what to do today. I've decided to change it so that titles are gonna be for events or archived VODs, or unless I know something that's gonna happen. Because most of the time I don't know what's gonna happen, I don't have anything really planned for Myrdin to do. So depending on what happens during the day, you know. Because it might just be chill days for a bit until the siege tomorrow. And the rest of the war, you know. No idea if disruptives are ever planned. It's kind of random. There's not been a like full-on disruptive in a while, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty shallow in terms of that. Yeah, we'll see if anything happens. We're in quite early all the time, so typically it's chill until like halfway through. can see everyone up there. Can see all their name tags. Spying on them. What does he want? Hello, Drags.
Hello, Myrdin. How are we feeling?
Nice, I suppose.
Nice. Not what I was expecting, but okay.
There's nothing much happening. I'm mostly looking forward to tomorrow. That's about it.
What's tomorrow?
Siege.
Oh, right. Good luck with that. I have
Thank
no
you.
idea if I'm going. I don't think I am.
Probably not. If I am, I'm gonna bust down that door. Straight through it! One big step.
I hope you're well as well.
Great!
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to do today. I'm not sure when Lady Winter will arrive, and I believe the Lord Protector is on a week off, so...
I mean, he was here yesterday. He was just trying to escape people.
Yes, but I don't think he's going to be coming tonight. If he is, it'll be quite a surprise, but... Either way...
We'll find out.
Could it be a day off? If Lady Winter doesn't show, I suppose I would have a day off.
May as well take the opportunity. It's not gonna happen every time, is it? Especially if you're gonna go on a little journey tomorrow.
That's true.
Be good. Good day. Relax before the storm.
I don't get to socialize with a lot of the citizens. I tend to move around a lot. And either way, I don't really know how to connect with them.
Half of them you don't really want to know, you know.
I suppose.
Some of them are really weird. Or just not worth the time. But it's good to have a positive image, you know, not a negative one as a god.
Of course. I don't think I've done anything negative so far. I was actually thanked for being patient with Carno yesterday.
That's nice.
God knows the guards wouldn't be as patient.
Indeed. Where is the other guards?
I believe some of them might be late today.
All of them in it.
Even if it's my day off, if there is a lack of guards, I will still keep an eye out.
Indeed.
If this place is in danger, I'm in danger just by being in it. I'm not just gonna not do anything.
Yes. Of course. I have not seen the king yet either, so maybe I'm out of a job as well.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hmm.
Regardless, if a lot of guards show up or not too many, as long as there's a few, not a lot has been happening lately.
None. You just jinxed it now. There's gonna be a fucking invasion of 100 knights again.
Well-
Coming in just for one person.
If anything, since I've been here, it was only on my first day that there's been an issue, and then ever since I've been a Lord's Guard recruit and a Lord's Guard, nothing's really been happening.
Hello, devil.
Hello, whore.
Whore? What the fuck?
She's
How
right.
am I a whore? How?
You see, I am right.
Hmm?
The reason I punched you on my first day here.
Women. Yes, but I was respectful.
Hey, he agrees. He said yes.
I'm not a whore.
Potato, potato.
You agreed to it, though.
I did not agree.
He said yes, but
I am an explorer of love.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Not a whore.
Quit your giggling, I'll throw you in a pool again.
You mean a fountain?
A fountain, whatever.
Looks like my day off won't be today.
Just carrying them around. Easy peasy.
That's more work than it is to follow them around. Good day, Lady Winter. I was suggested to carry you around to make it easier, but that would just make it more complicated.
Let me guess, Drag said that?
Yes.
Oh, the fuck.
I mean, I can carry her around.
It's okay.
Come here! No, I'm kidding.
How are you all doing today? How are you recovering?
Tempted.
I'm doing a lot better. Especially whenever... Yeah. It was a good call from me to lay down for a bit before going to our college.
Yes, I'm glad you at least were able to take some time. How are you feeling now? Are you like still recovering? Are you back to normal? Or
Hello, Wolfie.
It only took the whole day to get the bullet wounds to be fully regenerated.
okay. Well, it's good to hear that you're at least back to normal.
Your legs look fine now.
They've been fine.
She didn't get shot. She didn't get shot in the legs.
Oh yeah, she got shot. Forgot about that.
Right. Yes. Anything to report? I believe the Lord Protector will likely not be joining us today since he's on his week break.
Indeed.
I
Hello,
agree.
Miss Kira.
What are we talking about?
Good day,
Saying
redhead.
that,
I don't know, but listen. It's on his shoulders.
Oh, it's a shame. Can't believe it.
Well, I was just getting a brief from the guards to see how things are going, and I was saying that Burke will probably not be here today since he's taking his break. So.
Yes, the man's tired.
Story of my life. I know where he's coming from.
You're a man, you're tired.
Life wouldn't be me.
Imagine always being tired 24/7. Never
Couldn't
me.
be this one.
I wore him out.
I'm tired.
Sister, I don't need to know this.
Unexpected.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Yeah. I'm sure she had a
What
good morning
I
to wear
don't-
him out.
I don't need to know what happens in the
He
bedroom.
overexerted himself.
I guess you're
I
quite the
can imagine
workhorse
these
then.
things and I don't want to.
What?
Oh, gods.
I literally spelled it out bluntly for you, sister. How are you this more ignorant of things? Or are you playing dumb now?
I don't know.
You know what? Catch. Tosses Winter.
Jeez.
I am not an object to be thrown around. Thank you. You see, look
Yeah,
what you
you
made me do.
certainly are not.
Slowly gives to Elizabeth.
This is hot potato. You're just gonna keep handing me off to people.
No, it's hotbed.
This is mine now.
Oh.
This is mine now.
Indeed.
Well.
Holy shit, the man looks like he's matured into the
Yeah,
next
you do look like you've grown up.
soon to be evil king.
One
Oh,
sec.
at least a lich.
Well,
Did you
certain
call my
things
name,
need to
sir?
happen once you get torn to pieces.
Hello. Sorry, I
Hello.
just had
Torn to pieces.
I just had to run for my life for a moment.
Why?
That mission that Mr.
There's a
Jack was
that man,
injured on.
the translucent one. He has command of flying spiders. I didn't know flying spiders existed.
Translucent? I don't.
He just ran that way.
Spiders. That's
Um.
certainly interesting.
Understood. Be aware of a translucent person who's in control of flying spiders.
Oh,
What is- what is
he
that?
didn't mean any harm. It's just I'm
Oh, arachnophobic.
very yes.
Understood. Right.
What is
What
that?
is that thing?
That's disturbing.
What?
It's an arm in the ground.
He's that.
He looks
What?
quite astute with his. He looks quite astute with his
Good day.
glasses.
What's up?
It's good to see you.
I'm afraid to ask.
I only found a way to get you here. I had to get myself heated 3 different times.
Hello,
Oh,
Gabumon.
You can't.
Welcome to Blackstone, then. My name is Lady Winter. I'm one of the leaders of the town. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Pumpkin toss.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lady Winter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you, Gabu?
I'm pretty good. Haven't I seen you before?
Yeah, you were missing shores last time we talked. Telling
Ah,
you,
itchy nose.
weren't allowed to sell your soul anymore because you found a
Oh,
loophole
yeah.
about eating noodles.
Oh yeah, that. I found technically I can now sell like that soul, but I think I could sell this soul I have right now. But I'm not gonna do that yet until
You'd
that's
sell
necessary.
souls?
Well, I got hungry one day, so I sold my soul for a lifetime supply of ramen noodles.
I haven't even seen any spiders around. I don't even know who they're talking about. I'm not gonna lie, Wolfie.
Why would you do that? Your soul is the most valuable thing you have.
But he got his refund because he didn't get a lifetime supply of noodles.
concerned.
Yeah, I finished the entire lifetime supply in 3 to 4 months. Because I was eating nothing but ramen noodles 3 to 5 times every day for the entire time. Until I was gone.
No.
Just his pages spread open for you.
I'm just gonna
No,
begin my
I'm not
rounds.
even trying. 3 is just natural. 5 is if I got a little extra hungry.
I'm gonna begin my
Right.
rounds. It's good to see you both, and if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah, of course. No,
Right.
Before you go, come here.
He's, one could say he's handy to have around.
Maybe I should give him a hand.
Okay, now you're free to go.
Good
You know,
humor.
I gotta hand it to him.
Indeed.
Y'all really need better jokes. I've heard everything.
I'd go
You
so
can't
far as to say
handle
it's
it?
very
I left my
handsome.
Oh no, it's just people just
Well,
are not
It's
original.
very hands-on.
Why am I on the floor?
Good to see you.
Originality can help
See you as well.
sometimes.
You should-
It's
I hope you
difficult.
come around more often.
New
That's the
ideas
word
for
I'm looking
jokes are kind of difficult to get a grip
I
on.
will try, but I have a feeling my schedule's going to get really.
I've only heard that
fucking
at least
busy.
5 times, so good for you.
I know that feeling. Mine will too.
Good work, you're cutting me.
I can't think of why my brain go whoosh.
You're very handsome.
I'll give it to you. I'll give you that one.
I don't know if I can handle this situation. Cha-cha.
What situation?
Handle.
I'm glad you can handle all these buttons.
I'm leaving.
Okay, and 3 strikes you're out.
Choice.
That's one I've heard all the time.
Oh, whoops. There we go. I got hand surgery, actually.
Pardon me, sir. I take up a lot of space.
I got hand surgery recently, so I'm getting used to them.
Good. I believe the translucent person was by the pillar. That is the one.
I will keep my eyes open, and I will inform them that they would be wise to watch how they act, simply because of how widely prevalent arachnophobia seems to be among specific individuals.
Mm.
How are you doing, Myrdin?
Oh, decently well, I suppose. Nothing new. Just looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to tomorrow. Few people seem to be looking forward to war.
I enjoy fighting.
You know, I can't fault that.
Basically, the reason
I guess I'd rather have somebody...
the Lord Protector and I know each other.
I suppose I'd rather have individuals who relish in it than are adverse to it, so that's actually good to hear.
Oh, might tell your father.
What about telling her father?
How are you?
Hello, Lady Winter.
Hello, everyone. What's this about telling your father something?
Oh, nothing.
They have the ears of an owl.
What?
Run.
Nothing. Actually, we were just having a conversation. We're planning to go to the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Make sure whatever it is doesn't come back to bite you.
Oh yeah, of course, don't worry.
It won't.
Mhm.
And
can
if
hope
it
so.
does come back to bite us, I'll bite harder.
Scratch.
Don't say that. But that's.
I'm taking your.
Well, I didn't.
I'm taking your word
so,
for it.
You know, I'm not racist. I thought it.
What did you say?
Thinking
I don't know.
racist and
I don't
being thinking racist and being racist ain't the same thing. Cause like I can think of.
This day just has to begin the way that it has. Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me, miss.
Those two are gonna make me have a heart attack.
No.
There are individuals causing ear
They're trying to kill
issues
me.
reported to the
They're
guards.
trying to kill. No, one of them's my son.
Yep.
Trying to kill me.
Fenrir's the son, and also, of course. I'm very sorry. They definitely seem to be
Yeah, they're kind of inseparable, but like.
They seem to be trouble. Also, Fenrir already has tattoos, isn't he? 15.
Yes. He also vapes. I'm not a good
He vapes.
role model.
Is there Child Protective Services in Blackstone?
Yes, we do actually. It's called natural
I
selection.
adopted him from Blackstone.
Come on.
Not much up there at the tavern.
I think tattoos are cool. They're cool tattoos.
Oh, the bar is open.
I got my own as well, so you know, I can't judge.
Suppose, but maybe it's just my thinking. But a little young to be getting them.
Anything can happen in Night City.
Well, you got them in Night City.
Besides, they're
That's-
temporary tax.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so they're the ones you get from the cereal boxes?
Yeah, that one.
yes,
Well, as long as they're temporary, I guess.
I ate a few of those. I didn't realize they were in the box when I had my cereal in the morning.
Yeah, but you're not
Did
you're
you
not gonna
eat
get
the
ill from them.
box?
Okay. What's in the box?
Yeah, I usually cough them out.
Did you eat the box?
Once or twice.
Sounds like you. Goofball.
Nutrition.
True.
Good source of fiber.
I guess so.
Lady Winter, I overheard your conversation earlier. You have a position of authority in this town?
Yes. I am one of the
Okay,
four lords.
I feel like it would be my duty to report that there is a vampire in the bar.
That is common.
Oh,
The
dear.
king is a vampire.
Yes.
What?
I haven't seen you before, so I presume you're new to the city.
I'm very new, yes.
And the owner of the guild here is a demon. He's my
And the Lord
boss.
Protector is undead.
I'm
Yes.
Devil. Hi.
And I'm undead.
Yes. Yes.
And he's made a code.
And I'm an angel.
Vrchat RP, go
Are
brr.
they dangerous?
What? Well, yeah.
No. Well,
I'm not dangerous unless you give me a reason to be.
They're no more dangerous. They're no more dangerous than any other people, I guess. That's the best way I can equate it. Blackstone is somewhat of a haven for those of all different kinds of walks of life.
Oh.
What?
Well, there's something righteous about that, I guess.
We, as long as no one, regardless of who they are, misbehaves or acts out, then we try to be as accommodating to everyone as we can.
I understand. I very much understand.
Yes.
From where I come from, it's very rare to be in such close proximity with vampires, the undead, demons, and dead devils. Usually when they are around, that is a very bad thing.
Yes, this
Nothing
city,
but good
even with-
news.
Do you use holy magic?
Yes.
I would
am
suggest
a
keeping
devoted
that
follower of the
far
sun
away
goddess
from
Myrdin.
here. Don't use it unless it is self-defense.
Good boy.
That sounds like a threat.
No, it's part of the laws, actually. And we only mention it because of the amount of undead and devils and demons and such who lurk or reside within the town. Yes, live within the town.
So do you not have a church?
Unfortunately, this is not our built from the ground up location. When we actually get to where we're going, there might be one. But as of the moment, we kind of just inherited this vessel.
You could repurpose a building into a church, like that tavern seemed perfectly suitable.
I know.
I think we'd have quite a few. But we'd probably have quite a few people who would bucket that.
The shit house next to the tavern. That'll do well.
Now, Myrdin.
That's very rude of you.
Now, with that being said, though, I have had plans to at least have some sort of holy building to accommodate those, such as yourself, when we actually arrive at the fief. However, with our king being a vampire and with the amount of undead and various denizens that we have on the ship, I'm not sure how well we'd be able to accommodate for that.
I would very much appreciate that.
Worst case, if we can't get a church proper, then I can at least see about a building of some kind.
Okay.
But I can't promise
Alright,
anything
then.
at the moment.
I suppose, though, to make an actual suggestion, this building seems to be used for a lot of nefarious purposes. If we could renovate that to be a church temporarily, maybe it could be used for something.
We'll see.
You also do not necessarily need a dedicated building. You could simply have a designated space with which to hold sermons. This square
is
would do
true.
nicely.
Perhaps.
It's also the same spot we do our executions in.
That's very true.
Oh, that's fun.
Mixing in prayers and executions.
I can't promise anything, but I can't promise
Are you
anything,
certain
but
the undead aren't any trouble?
anybody could be trouble. That's kind of the gimmick.
Racist line of questioning.
I'm just. Well, no, I'm just sitting here listening to this one backhandedly threaten me in my faith. So.
I believe there might be a reason for that.
I usually cough them out when I'm done
Right.
eating. Why you ask?
I'm no threat unless you give me a reason to be.
I got a bone in my hand right now.
She's a dog.
I'm just wondering if anyone eats bones.
She's one of my
And I
guards.
thought you would
And
eat
your
bones because you got sharp
Guards
teeth.
are outwardly threatening citizenry for following
You
a
know, I
faith.
could use something to chew on for a bit.
You feel threatened by
She
that.
went about it in a way. She went about it in a
Passes the
way
bone.
to just attempt to inform you that the utilization of holy magic could cause more collateral damage due to the amount
It's
of
an
undead
ostrich
and such
bone.
we have
I-
in
It's
the
an
town.
ostrich
Oh, I'm speaking
bone,
more
so
about the executions comment they've just made.
No, we literally hold executions out there in the square. That's not a threat. It's a literal fact. We literally do and have had executions out there.
Oh.
Okay, stay safe.
That building on the right. Next to the tree.
Auntie.
Yes, son. Yes, son. Ah. Yes, no, that wasn't a threat. It was just a fact.
Coughs out ostrich bone. Oh, I forgot I had that in my mouth and swallowed it.
What an interesting little town.
No, it's the one that Elsa just gave me to chew on.
Oh. Careful where you regurgitate.
It's the first time for me to come here.
Yep.
Well, welcome. We're happy to have
I had to
we're
just
happy to have individuals who wish to come by.
canine etiquette.
Do you have any further questions tonight?
No, I believe everything is in order. I did not realize the vampire was vampire is. Does she have a name? Now I feel kind of weird referring to her as the vampire.
Which one?
The little one who just ran by.
Oh, that's Elsa.
Well, I hope he can handle
Okay, alright.
You might walk by the king at some point. He's also a vampire. You'll recognize him, usually escorted by 2 guards, 1 or 2. He has silver hair, red eyes.
Alright. Well, I believe if everything is in order, I'm sorry for taking up your time on such a trivial matter.
You're fine. No, it's an honest question.
Okay. Then I shall go back and continue to enjoy my soup. You have a wonderful day. Maria bless you.
Have a good soup.
Bite me.
Hey, now.
I do not wish to be blessed.
Holy boy.
It's just a statement.
Can I bird him?
It's done in good faith. No. Oh, God, leave him alone. Fuck.
Now, if he comes along trying to like, you know,
such is the way of the town.
In front of fucking two demons.
Are you burning? Are you dying? Are you on the floor, exploding? No.
Oh, is someone in trouble?
It's just
Someone
exploded.
Not yet.
As long as he does. Like a statement like that is just like a good way of using words of the faith to leave. It's just a way of saying goodbye. Just said, well, for his faith, Maria bless you. As a way to say goodbye. It's just a way in their faith to say goodbye. It's like how people I used to know would say, go with God. It's just a way of saying goodbye. I'm not painting a cross of dirt on your forehead. So I would respect that people of all walks are appreciated and not insulted. Go ahead.
I'm never
Feel free.
insulted.
In my opinion, I just think it's good gesture.
Yes, it's just
No.
like trying to be a polite gesture.
If someone ever to do that, they would have ill intent. But if someone ever to do that and accidentally bless someone, like let's say a demon, then that means that they're irresponsible of their actions.
Yes. They seem well-meaning enough. I highly doubt they had any malicious intent. Though if we had to go upon everybody for stuff like that, then people like me couldn't say things like the Hail Mary.
I do not mind as long as it is not gestured towards me specifically, like he did.
It was meant for all of us, hon.
Early in the conversation, though, it was a bit sort of like it felt a bit anti-undead.
Well, they are also unfamiliar with everything, and due to his attire, he appears to be some sort of Templar-like individual or paladin.
If that's a Templar nowadays.
These are quite noble folk.
Ugh.
Hi, Bastic.
Hi, Bastic.
See, I'm like let people be what they want to be, but like there's you know, kind of an incompatibility. Hey, look, I let people do what they want. I'm fine if they don't bother me.
For the amount of angels and
Unfortunate. It appears that he is already in the water.
one thing that
Oh,
seems
never
to be
mind, he's
forgotten is
revived.
for the amount of angels and individuals of the more righteous or holy variety that have harmed people like you, there are just as many. There are likely just as many devils and denizens of the sorts who have harmed him. This is a learning experience for everyone, including him. We all have come. I am an angel. I literally was one of the well, I don't want to say antitheses. Oh yeah, I guess antithesis of darkness and the average understanding and conception of demons. And yet here I am around all of you.
Yeah, you're pretty fine. You're pretty chill. So.
It took me a second to adjust. I never had any necessarily ire towards any devils or demons, as I seem to be.
Well, that would be the
quite
difference.
amicable. We just met him.
I know.
Cut him some
Some of the
slack.
first people I met in the universe were devils. Like you.
Yeah, we're pretty fucking rad, is what we are.
Yeah. Pretty fat.
All I'm
What?
saying.
Yeah, PHAT. Fat.
Okay, okay. That's for you commenting on my weight, and I'm like, what the fuck
But-
going on?
Unless we're talking about your
All
horns.
I'm saying.
Don't you little shit.
All I'm saying is that I would appreciate, so long as he doesn't go about antagonizing you all, I'd appreciate a little tolerance, as he is so far provided towards you all.
Right.
It'd be better to educate him rather than to act hostile towards him. Don't forget, Blackstone itself, even within the Golden Empire, is an anomaly. The fact that we house all of you, respectfully, is already a somewhat black stain on us, something that I don't consider to be the case, but that's just how the Golden Empire is.
I believe the holy and unholy should know that they are brothers and sisters of all the same.
Many have been brought injury and death by both sides, which is the tragedy.
People fail
Hello,
to
Olaf.
recognize that people are people.
Are you behaving yourself?
Hi.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gods.
That I cannot heal. If he had a gunshot on his head, that will be easily taken care of.
Gonna heal. I
Well.
just throw him in the river. That'll still wear him up.
Moving on a bit. You said it was your first time here, correct, sir?
Yes, it is my first time here, dearie.
Do you have any questions, or is there anything I can help you with?
Well, I do ask on why this city is in a very much mechanical case.
You see, we're actually a flying guided missile. The purpose of this box is to eventually crash into... No, I'm just messing around. We are using this as a form of... We're using this as a form of transit. Hey, Corvus.
Hello. Hello.
Fucking light.
We are...
I just want to give you a gentle push when you sit like that. I just want to...
Don't push
Yeah,
him.
I do it to sort of tempt people. I am a devil. Temptation is my favorite.
Don't push him, please.
Nah, I don't gonna work.
Starts to win sometimes.
Oh, princess.
I still got dirt on me. I think I got dirt on me still.
I can't tell if that's a natural color of your pants or not.
I said I was sorry.
Hey,
like,
it's okay.
To continue, though, this ship is our temporary home while we're in transit to our final home.
I'm sorry.
What was this final home that you speak of? What happened to your other home?
Well, our other home was a city known as Red Diamond City, and back then we were just a guild, purely a guild. Or whatever you'd like to call it. There was a coalition formed of various kingdoms on the planet who were unified in an attempt to carve the world up amongst them. So they began a steamroller invasion of the entire planet to take over everything. Our city was one of the ones on the list, and just like we expected, they cleaved through us. So when we fled, we were granted this ship by one of the other lords to travel to the proper location, which is Blackstone Fief, which is in the...
story, dearie.
It goes pretty deep, but yes, that is located on the planet known as Altera, and it is a part of a greater organization, I guess you could call it, known as the Golden Empire.
I see.
And that is where we're off to. That's what we're in transit for. Hello again.
So,
are you enjoying yourself here? I apologize for the surprised interactions you received.
trust me, I'm used to it. I'm used to it pretty much.
Oh,
How many days you actually see a literal Severon walking around?
At this point, I've learned to accept that anything's possible. I mean, a while ago I saw a sentient patch of grass walking around, so...
Oh yeah, Greg.
That's him.
Greg.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. I heard he became an actual person.
Hello, Winter. He did.
Well, more of a humanoid form of grass. And then, I don't know what happened to the lawnmower that was trying to kill him.
He would grab your tail as he falls and drag you down.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I still don't know.
You got him.
Stuff like this just pops up.
Okay.
Oh, note to self, never have a tail.
I need to cover my tail feathers better.
You silly little boy.
Excuse me, do you have a license for this pet?
He's not a pet. Let me show you something really fun to do.
Don't bought me.
Right, ready for this?
That's a really cool bit.
No, dearie.
Paris is part of the very small majority.
And I can sense the fighting aura of each individual here. The question is...
What's fast I really am.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just how many legs I have.
Are there proper, are there medics all around? Taking care of these people getting themselves in trouble.
This is why you guys should run laps so you get those.
Can you repeat your question one more time? Are there any what?
No, we're not. Legs for days. We just...
Let me absent myself for a moment.
These people that have this menacing aura.
That's fine. You know, if you don't want to.
It is what it is. I'm restocking tomorrow anyway. Appreciate it.
because Phoenix reasons. Or no, Harvey reasons.
I can smell different auras from you. One that is very much familiar.
And who is that?
Winter. One of my cousins.
Just the lady I wanted to see.
I'd like to report crime. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Report crime to the guards.
The problem is one of the guards, actually.
Your cousin?
This is the chillest lobster you're ever gonna meet.
From what I have been
She's in a conversation at the moment.
And
I'm the lieutenant of the guards. You can report it to me.
My knees.
who might
No,
that
I
be?
can't.
That was your fault for standing there.
Sorry?
Well, let's say...
Oh my god, they're about to throw hands. Oh yeah, this is
Oh,
Carl.
goodness.
He's also pretty sexy.
Well,
Oh, he's got two kings. He's got two lords guards here. He's got a town guard. He's got two kings guards over there.
Kind of.
Yeah, and he can't report to the fucking lieutenant.
I don't understand.
Protect others for the betterment.
Alright, move out of the way. Big man coming through. Out of the way, big man moving through.
Fuck, shit.
These are rings.
This is a special kind of hell that I really must enjoy.
Shit, I can't hear a thing.
Or protection, so I can punch someone in the face.
I'm more confused than tormented.
That's not protection. That's not.
But according to his theory,
That's gonna dig into your hand. That's gonna rupture.
what is this guardian doing?
What do you mean, what is this guardian doing?
Prove me wrong.
Why is my cousin here? And is there a reason why she has fallen? Whenever I smell a guardian spirit,
I'm waiting for
Why is your cousin
Winter to be ready so I
falling?
can report a crime.
yes.
I mean, that's just choking.
What do you mean she's fallen?
Oh, here's something that I, as of knowledge, that
Sorry,
I'm sure
what?
that you're not educated. If fallen
What are you doing, Myrdin?
they're fallen from grace. They're
Saying the wrong Lady Winter,
Why is she still here?
as I usually do.
Why do you ricochet more than the fox that I just met?
You'll have to forgive me.
Did your
I
scarf
haven't
help you?
been able to seem
Yes, it is very helpful. Thank you.
It's unfortunate.
It keeps my neck warm.
So, she is the school or the house of lightning and storm. I'm going to guess that her father is the god of thunder as well.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You'll have to forgive me. What are you trying to get at?
Oh? Just out of curiosity, of course. I'm just excited by the fact that my cousin is in here, in this hell that she is in.
I gave her a phone, because I look like this.
I
One, because I look like this. Two,
apologize.
I
I
gave her a phone.
am unsure as to the situation she's in to its fullest extent.
Flux issues.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm going to guess you're the closest to her.
Since you're on the topics of phone, hold
I
on.
don't know if I'm the closest,
Phones also.
but
happen
I
to
know
have
she
this
cares and I
spare
care.
one. I don't need any more that you can absolutely have.
Oh no.
I see.
Doesn't mean you can't about
No,
my
no, no,
command
no, no,
now.
no, no. Okay, okay. Just take the phone.
Well,
Just take the phone. You'll thank me later.
what does she do?
I only do it on like rare occasions.
Who are you, cousin? Why are you so interested in how come you're going through me to find out a lot about her?
I'll do it whenever.
Oh. Well, you may call me Levi Knight.
Okay.
House
and
of
Don't eat him.
House of Healing, House of Torture.
Uh-huh.
This lobster is highly armed.
I doubt you would want to eat them anyway.
Yeah.
And,
I am just curious.
Bitch.
So why not speak to her yourself, then?
Oh no.
Oh, because I do not know where she is.
No.
Patrol down where the barracks are.
She is quite perfectly
going on.
content at her home, where she
Waiting
is
for
right now.
something.
A place that very few people can get access to.
I'm sure that she is very much alone. If that is a place that no one can come to, I believe she doesn't get any visitors.
It's a few. Family. I try to stop by when I can.
So you are the closest.
If
What
that's
a
how she
weakness to
feels herself.
have.
Well, says it's up to interpretation.
Let me see. Let's see. And whom are you? The closest one of the Guardian?
My name is Lady Winter. I'm Lady of the people here within the town.
Lady Winter, it's a pleasure to meet you. But I'll give you another question. Who are you exactly? I don't want your title. I don't give a shit. I want to know
You're
who
my
you
fucking
are.
town, so I'm giving you my title.
Of course.
Well,
Tell me more
I'm a
about
friend
yourself.
of Kaminari's. And we work as guardians together.
Is a guardian training another guardian?
So something like that, yes.
That is interesting. What a interesting commodity. A guardian training another guardian in order to become a guardian. What trouble has she gotten herself into to a point where she has to train you?
It's been quite busy. Doing her job. Could use a little help.
Let me see. Well, if that's the case, has she made any deals? Has she gone off the books?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because not only do I smell the guardian off of you, I smell death.
Pretty apt.
So much death. Whenever a guardian falls, here is to my knowledge, whenever a guardian falls, they tend to do things off the books, not off the heavens.
What are you trying to get at?
Just curiosity. Like I said, I am excited by the scent of my cousin in here.
I don't know how I should
Family
take that.
loves family after all.
Quite.
So tell me, what has she done?
As of most recent, unfortunately, I don't know.
Okay. And what is her current status? The last
Well,
time
I've
you
been
saw
able-
her.
We spoke in the manor.
Manor? Or manor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did you speak of?
You'll have to pardon me in a little bit, but if I was to make a guesstimation, we are catching up on current affairs.
There he goes. He's going to the tavern.
I do not mind you.
He's in the tavern now. You've got him cornered.
If you have other matters to do, you don't have to talk to me all the time.
You'll have to forgive me, I'm a bit off-put.
By what?
I ain't sticking around.
Well?
Oh shit. There's a big twink in my way. Excuse me, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Who put this fucking slug here?
Oh, you went through my body.
I'm not here to harm you. I'm just here to visit and to help.
First, I must admit I'm not here to visit, I'm here to harm you.
Okay, that's fair.
Dope.
A foul creature! Begone, tot!
Oh, it must be like looking in a bad mirror.
My intentions are not ill to those who might...
No, I will not leave at your
who might
beck and
think
call,
are,
woman.
you know...
Get
You're
into the
doing
water where you belong!
You heard?
There we go, thank
His
you.
entire body would smear like a smudge. Oh no.
I know how to fix that.
Bastic. Bastic. Bastic.
Oh my god, and I...
Misty
Put your weapon away.
Is that a semi-automatic shotgun?
That's a full automatic shotgun.
Understood.
Oh shit.
Christ.
Put your weapon away.
Consolidate my neck.
Today, hun.
I'm doing alright. I'm waiting for Winter to be free so I can report a crime.
God,
Don't cause more problems with the guards, guy. Put it away. We've talked about this.
No, I'm very interesting.
I'd rather not get you tangled up in all this shit.
Oh, honey, don't think I'm taking off.
It's Lord stuff.
Are you
kind of gotta go above your heads for this one, unfortunately.
Without the chaos.
Are we finished?
Bitches! I know, that's why I'm waiting.
Of course, you may take it as you wish.
Your blood, you're right.
It's my name.
Come on, Carter.
Is it
Let's go up and
racist to
talk.
assume that devils are evil?
Okay.
A little bit, but like, we have a high proclivity towards
Seems like it's a bit occupied up there too.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
handle
fine.
it here? Or do you have to be
I can
done
absolutely
private,
handle it here.
quote, unquote? Alright.
No,
how
I
can I help?
can handle it here. I just need to ensure the guy in question doesn't retaliate. Corvus tried to extort me.
How?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
He hit me with a fine. He hit me with a fine.
What was the
500 gold.
reason?
As I understand it, it's 10 credits to 1 piece of gold, right?
Roughly, yes.
So that would mean it's 10 gold to $1
If that's what it's like, yes.
So I paid him $50 and then he demanded 500, which is 10 times the fine after it has been paid.
And why did he fine you?
Because I was using my Sandevistan to entertain Elsa. Point is, I paid my fine for whatever crime I had committed, then he tried to extort more money out of me.
Then consider it handled. And if any further questions are brought up, say that I handled it.
Uncle Corvus? I think you better run. I think you better run. Uncle I think you better run, Uncle Carter. Corvus is coming.
Why? Okay.
It's been
Don't worry,
handled.
it's handled.
Hello, Corvus. We just briefly spoke about his situation. I'd
like my money back.
No. If you remember, you paid for the first fine. That was 500, and then you threw 50 when you did the exact crime again.
What is the conversion rate from gold to euro dollars?
You did it twice.
I paid both
You
times.
did it 3 times.
What is the conversion rate from gold to euro dollars?
What's the conversion rate from euro dollars to credits?
It's 100 credits to 1 euro dollar.
And then it'd probably be about 50 gold to 1. Or 50, I'm sorry, 50 euro dollars to 1. I'm sorry, the other way around.
So
50,
I paid
50
you
euro dollars
50.
to 1, roughly.
Yes, but it doesn't matter that you fucking paid me. I get
does
want
actually
you.
matter.
You
You
paid the fine.
extorted me
I
for
want
more
you
money.
again. You paid me. You fucking broke the same crime. Did fucking the same crime 3 times in a fucking row. I
don't believe I've done anything.
You should. You flew through the fucking town.
If you did it
I'd like
3
my money back.
times... If you did it
You're
3
not getting your
times...
fucking money back.
You said you paid the first 2.
I paid all the fines, and I only did it, what, twice?
Yeah.
He created that 3rd time.
I've experienced this many times before.
You threw... No. You threw fucking money at Ray and said, oh, so I can do this, and flew off again in front of me while I warned you about it.
First of all, I'm not even flying.
Speaking of, have you seen your older daughter?
Second of all, it's not an ability, it's a piece of equipment. So you charged me twice with a crime I did not even commit. So now I'd like my
Carter, if it is against the law, it doesn't mean you can pay the fine every time. If you keep doing it, you will get arrested. That is not how it works. It's not a subscription-based fucking law.
Well,
And you
I've
can't
paid
go
both my
zipping and
fines
zooming around,
for
Carter.
I've paid both my fines for the 2 counts that I have committed. He created a...
Holy shit.
Jesus. Holy shit. Deal with a fucking idiot.
Holy shit.
Fucking idiot, you fucking imbecile. Jesus.
Okay. Alright.
Enough! Both of you.
I didn't do anything.
I know. Just... We'll consider it fucking done and dusted.
Well, I mean, the fine, yes, but that needs to be answered for.
I'll bring it up to his superiors.
Just sue them.
From what I understand, he is the superior, so that's what I'm doing.
There's individuals that go above him that are directly involved with the guards. I will speak to them.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
He's actually going to do it. They're actually going to fight. Oh my god, they're actually
Now, please, Carter, don't use Yusenda to stand a dash around, please.
I will not. I will not. So
Thank
long
you.
as he does not feel the need to assault me again.
Just don't do it, and it won't have a reason. There you go.
Okay. Am I going to get arrested for the
No,
nanomachines doing their own thing to
no,
repair the
no.
damage I was inflicted?
No. It's something that happens.
Okay.
Just...
I think I'm going to keep these on. This seems like they're necessary for my survival.
Very well.
Don't need to
Help you.
Can I help you watching us from the fucking peanut gallery?
What's wrong?
Corvus.
Oh, just fine, just great.
What's going on with my family? It's not.
You know,
How-
I was
how
not going to deal
family
with it
behave.
because I wanted him to make a fool out of himself in front of you.
Splendid.
Corvus.
How
It's
the
been dealt
family
with.
Just gonna have a little control.
I understand your frustration.
Sometimes.
The fine's been paid.
Perhaps we should move to another
I'll
spot to
leave it
talk
at
about it
that.
instead of in front of the peanut gallery.
Yes, and I wasn't the one making an issue out of it. I didn't arrest him because he overpaid.
Oh, no.
I know.
Look, I'm just trying to get my money back.
But we can't have you swinging on people, Corvus.
Oh, if someone is going like, oh yeah, I paid the fine for doing a crime 3 times and then demanding a refund. It's not how it works. That's not how the law is.
I know. Nope, you're right.
Hold on a second.
I know.
One of us assaults
And I'm done with people going like, oh yeah, it's technology, it's not an ability. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
My god, my toe.
I know.
Don't
Good
take
to
the
see you again. Good to see you. Bye.
You have a wonderful day, officer.
Quit
Please
antagonizing
don't
him.
antagonize the guard.
Fuck's sakes, people.
How have you been?
It's simple. Please don't antagonize the guard.
And please.
Bastic, you're lucky I didn't fucking find you already, so shut your fucking devil-ass mouth, you disgusting prick.
You look quite lovely. I love the new dress.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, corruption.
I think we should probably move down below until things cool down.
Of course.
Does it seem like I fucking care?
Enough.
Yeah, that's best tips.
You're lucky I didn't find you.
Enough.
I have something for you.
You know, mop to the floor and all this kind of stuff like that.
Alright, show's over.
Yeah.
It was a show. Oh, I missed the show. Fuck.
I
Yes,
have
you
a
did.
host of Nerf guns for you.
Saving lady.
Oh god. Yes.
I'm trying to talk to the guards, none of the guards want to talk to me because I look like this or something, or I don't fucking know.
What's the matter, young man?
I also saw someone on the roof. I also saw someone on the roof and tried to climb up all the way down
Point
there.
him out to me.
Somewhere.
What'd they look like?
I'm right here. Point him out. Point him out. Where did it look? Guardsman, there's a person on
Elsa
the
just
roof.
said that there's someone on the roof, and then she tried to climb up.
Person on the roof. Point him out. 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 Point him
So
out.
did you see someone trying to climb on a building?
Yes, I have. I could have
Can you
sworn
point
I
them out
saw-
to me, please?
I could have sworn I
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, you did. People like
Thank you. No one heard
probably
it.
one.
Thank you for the follow, by the way.
One, but somewhere
Good job.
around
Thank
the area over there, I could have sworn I saw maybe one
Do-
or two people up there.
Do you know
didn't
what
get
they
good-
looked like?
I have not. All I saw was just.
Person.
But I
There was somebody up on the roof.
It was really fast.
Thank you,
It
hon.
was really fast.
Ceilings
We'll
around
keep
here
our
look
eyes
very
open.
appealing.
It's okay, hon. Thank you for letting us know.
We'll
We'll keep our eyes open.
Any unattended ankles?
Also,
Oh.
it might be a good idea to keep Corvus away from the guild.
You know, it's not my fault if a man's.
Yeah, I told him to go cool off his head. For now.
Lady Winter, I was just looking for you.
Would you be able to spare me a moment, Sir Greg? I always enjoy our conversations, but I've been informed of 2 individuals attempting to take positions on the roof, so I'm just doing a sweep
No, let
very
me
quickly. We can speak by your booth later if you'd like.
Alright, I'll stick around for a bit. If I don't see you then,
Thank you,
we can
sir.
just talk another day.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Those two are the most dim-witted guards I have ever met. Jesus fucking Christ!
Are they climbing up the...
I hope we have splints, because he's gonna break his leg. Or an arm.
I'm so fucking tired.
Don't fall. That's weird. Just don't fall. That's the plan, right?
I'm so beyond fucking sick and tired.
You got this, mate. You got this, lad.
Roger.
Don't fall backwards. You ain't gonna catch.
Months. It's been this.
You fall backwards. You fucking do.
Months.
You do.
It's never gonna get better.
Scale yourself. Scale, lad.
You know, when I was fighting my ass off in a bank, trying to evacuate people to get onto here so we can get out, I dreamed of a better future for everyone. One where we could all just get along.
I think we could pull down.
And problems continue to perpetuate between. Maybe it was just fucking stupid.
I'm literally calm. You don't have to.
Corvus, consider what happened up there. Just, he paid his thing. I told him to not use his fucking technology to dash. Please.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
I
It's
know,
about
the whole loophole
fact that I have
fallacy.
to No, it's about the fact that he keeps trying to loophole in front of me, and he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. No matter how many times you warn him, no matter how many money you make him pay, he's like, and he doesn't even work. He doesn't even work with us. He's just like, every time he's trying to find an excuse, lie his way out, and then he asks for a refund. He wants his money back.
Which he's not getting.
I know.
Can't refund a fine. I'm sorry.
And he accuses me of extortion when he literally threw the money to Ray and said, "Here's 50. Now I can do this," and flew off. How am I responsible for that?
It's not that. It's the fact you assaulted him. I understand you're frustrated. And I'm not denying you. I know. It's not fair. I'm not saying he's right. And I'm not saying your frustration, on the other hand, isn't justified.
My frustration isn't justified. I beat him up because he's an idiot, and I don't care if that gets something of emotion or not. Like,
is that magic over there?
It's not my. It's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
That's not my.
Every sentence is 16 words to make to you.
I'll see about handling this, Corvus.
yeah, it's like I can't move my arm.
Corvus. Yes, do take a break. However, if you see Bastic pull out his weapon again, I didn't find him earlier because I wanted to be polite. If you see him pulling his gun out, feel free to arrest him. I've already warned him enough about it.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'm gonna.
And now I'm patching him up after the fact.
Don't think about it too much. Well,
I
won.
about my nanotech. So what? On the other hand.
Thank you, Self. Appreciate it. We're leaving it at that.
So let's kill the time while I wait for my for someone I'm looking for to show up.
They were utilizing medicine-based magic to patch up two who were sparring.
Yeah. No, if it was the. I see.
Yes, it was Self. It was just Self.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I can't move my arm.
It's okay, Corvus. If you need to take time off for a bit, you just need to take a break in the
I
car.
am on medical leave. I'm already on medical leave. I'm on standby. That's why. I shouldn't do physical activities.
I apologize. You've been going through this on your day off.
No, it's fine. It's like every other day, honestly.
Steals your
You know.
buckle.
Isn't that the truth?
Tastes like grapes.
I hate it that people keep doing this dumb shit in front of me, of all people. Like,
We'll handle
I have all
this.
times to do. Like,
I know. Yeah. That? Yeah. The first day Burke isn't here for his day off, and this is the fucking state of affairs.
Can I get a hug? I think we need a hug.
Come here. I need more than a hug. I need a. Never mind. I'm not gonna say
Well, here.
Well, don't bottle up those feelings. That's never a good idea.
It'll be a small piece, little, probably about this big, of a lilac.
that. You know you've already given me your scarf, right?
That was temporary, that's why I'm wearing it again.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
This
Over here, we've got shit
is
they're
for
doing
you.
alright.
Greetings, my lady. How are you today?
I'm fucking horrible. How can I help you two?
No, you're the lady. Now we come to see how you're doing.
Terrible. Is everything okay? Were you able to identify anybody trying to climb the roof?
We
Or
got
up on the roof?
Negative.
Nothing.
Well, keep your eyes open.
That's
I
how
feel
I
we
do
just
them,
got scammed.
with matchsticks.
Oh, it's a scam. Who you don't know, though. That's the best part about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain's turned brown.
Captain's turned brown? Are they dying? Oh shit, we gotta go
Who's
save the
dying?
captain.
What's going on?
Hopefully, I know I was planning on giving it to you sooner, but that all happened, so hopefully it didn't.
It's okay. No, it's very sweet. I'm sorry. I wish I could have been a little bit happier for it, but Carter's been a contentious individual ever since we came into this fucking city. You know what? No, Carter's been a contentious individual since the fucking time of the guild. He was never a fan of Ray being in. He wasn't a fan of the way that Ray was taking things with the guild. He believed that there should be. Carter has an authority problem. That's the by and large, but he has an authority problem. That's just how it is. He's born and raised in Night City, a place that's about as lawless as the old wild fucking west. He just doesn't do authority, and it's a fucking problem. But he's been sort of grandfathered into the system because he has been one of the people there from the start, even way before me. I'm not saying it excuses or gives him a free pass to do stupid shit, but that's just how it's been. He's been banned and brought back more times than I can fucking count at this point. I
mean, at this point, at least with whatever this Sandhav stand thing is, if he does it again, then it should be an arrestable offense, as he's already done it two
He should have been arrested on the third
possibly
time,
times.
considering the context and events.
No,
Pardon?
but with how that all happened.
Apologies. Don't
It's okay.
mean to interrupt. If he's
You're
been
fine.
such a thorn in your side, then remove the thorn.
I know. We've tried. He's... I don't know.
Not with exile. With finality.
Will we?
I'd rather see him dead.
We don't want that.
That is what I'm implying.
No. That would just open up another can of worms that I'm not trying to get involved with.
If he does a corporate
Fair.
crime, that is.
Not necessarily him, but show that things can happen.
I'm fairly certain he's been here for the times where we've killed other people.
He clearly thinks he's above.
Right, but he believes he's separate from those. You have to get something that he personally is linked to.
Oh, we're not doing anything subversive like that, respectfully.
Oh no. No. I personally don't really care what immortals do. Just as long as it doesn't interfere with my own job.
Hello, Ray.
I would not consider myself mortal.
Ray,
An unnaturally extended lifespan does not mean you're not.
We'll talk a bit later. Carter's being Carter again.
Right.
Yes,
Ghosts, undead, vampires. At the end, they all have lifetime.
The reality of the situation is, I'm not trying to incur more problems by acting out in a way like that. The city is already going through quite a lot. I appreciate the assistance, but it's a little bit more of a delicate situation than I care to admit.
Understood.
But I do appreciate.
I
No,
never
don't.
got to formally introduce myself. I'm the White Rabbit. I oversee somewhere else. I am not part of your city.
Do you have a shorter name that you prefer to go by, or?
You may call me Rabbit. That is fine.
Very good, Rabbit. I believe I've seen you around a few times. My name is Lady Winter.
I've been around still as human when
I am aware. Solus had asked me to come at least once, and since then, find that a nice place to visit.
Well, thank you for telling me that. Believe it or not, despite my tone, my vernacular, and whatnot, I do appreciate hearing that from you. This town has been through a lot.
A lot, yes. As considering the fact that I've been here many times and have only now formally introducing myself. I've meant to many times over, but you were always very good.
Unfortunately, that's just been the story of my life. But thank you.
Leadership is never calm.
You can say that again. It's a pleasure to formally meet you, though, White Rabbit.
Lovely to meet you.
If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer.
I'm okay. I bought a ring.
No.
He has a gemstone ring on his arm.
Where did you get it?
I'm finally glad to have introduced myself.
Thank you.
You know me. I see. Does it have a ability or is it just fancy?
Yeah, it lets me change. It's a ring of disguise.
Ah, I see.
It's to help me look more
I
so
have a
people
small
stop
question.
trying
Do
to
you
drag
have
me
perhaps
into
a
it.
little bit left of the alcohol?
If someone is caressing you with stuff.
Myrdin, your frustration is understandable.
It's a safety measure.
I'm not apologizing for something I meant. Respectfully.
Thank you.
Myrdin, we can't perpetuate the rift that's already formed. That's why we destroy ourselves from the inside.
I understand that,
It's going good. And on your side?
but I cannot excuse his behavior considering the weapon being pulled, giving me attitude, and then considering all of the harassment he was throwing out while watching from the sidelines. There is a point where I am no longer polite. My patience has a limit. Respectfully again. I apologize towards you. I will not apologize towards him.
Luckily, he's not the first lord to have pulled a weapon in front of a citizen either.
Oh, Bastic isn't a lord.
No.
I believe the best is if both.
Okay, someone
Bastic
of
is...
interest.
Yeah. Bastic is the superior of the guild that Ray
Speaking of,
used to be in charge of.
something I thought could be useful to mention, Bastic has been formally warned about pulling his weapon out. If he does it again, you can fine him expensively or arrest him.
When it comes to authority figures.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm a bit of a rabble rouser, bit of a punk rocker. But like,
which is why
I don't think that's an excuse.
No, I'm not trying to justify his acting out against you, but if I could, please, you've been kicked out and brought back in more times than fingers I have. Can you please try not to provoke or get the one up on them?
Look, I'm not trying to provoke or do anything. Like, I'm just, to be totally honest, I'm a little nervous because I feel like he's in a position of power because of all that. He's out to get me.
So long as we just don't do things to antagonize him, then if he was to act out, look, at the end of the day, fine is paid. We've handled it. I apologize that you were attacked, but please, in the future, whether it's magic, technology, no loopholes, no nonsense, please limit the use of your Sendevistan to emergency purposes, or unless you get the clearance from somebody like Ray. Please.
Alrighty, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think
he doesn't need to look for his god. I'm right here.
I do find it amusing that the more he does, the more often I've seen Mr. Corvus gain in rank.
Well, if there's one thing that can be said about Corvus is he's been here for a very long time.
Indeed. Well, I'm
Yes,
just saying, the
Corvus
more
is,
Carter seems to do, the more Corvus seems to come up to try and match them.
I will speak to Corvus.
I've briefly
There's nothing
spoken to
wrong
him.
with
Ray,
Corvus.
in defense of Corvus, he acted
Oh,
out
Nox, you've missed a
explosively
lot.
because
I recommend you
at
go
the
back through the
time,
VOD, actually.
Carter
Like,
was doing the
20
whole-
minutes ago,
well,
30 minutes ago.
Oh, technically,
I'm
it's
not
why.
gonna gel it
Because Carter's being a fucking good old fucking fat dickhead.
I don't know where he is.
For once,
We have
I'm not craving.
Bastic pulled his weapon out and gave me sass.
just.
And then they both started antagonizing
informed
us.
him that he shouldn't
So I
act
yelled
out
at
and
them.
assault other people, even if it was a frustrating
Such a slug
situation.
fat.
Yeah, it's no joke, but every time I say I'm gonna speak
I'll
to
just
someone,
fucking
I
come
have to
there.
calm them like what the fuck?
King, how you doing? How you doing, my kid? How you doing, buddy?
How about we go back to the training ground?
The floor is very, very, very filthy.
Winter was even saying the one day you're not here, it goes to shit for some fucking reason. For context, Carter used the Sandevistan twice, got fined twice, and then after paying the second one, he said, okay, so now I can do it again, and just used it again after throwing money at Ray's face. As if it's a subscription service.
Would you...
You know, I got asked what?
You go first.
No, because I'll just be rambling like I always fucking do. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you want a little explanation why I chose that flower?
You know, that would be nice in contrast to what I had in mind. Sure, why the lilac? Of course, it's a beautiful flower. In fact, it's somebody.
Yeah,
I
no,
know's
that's the
favorite.
plan. If he does it again, he's going to be arrested.
Well,
And it's the same with Bastic. I was being polite, as Myrdin is, and not finding him immediately, giving him a warning, but considering the sass, I've just told the guards, if he does it again, you can fine him expensively or arrest him.
the flower itself reminds me of home. I grew up with lilacs all over my father's property.
Honestly, yeah. He should have stayed dead. Respectfully. Or not respect. Actually, no, disrespectfully. Carter should have stayed dead. Fucker. I don't care if they watch this fucking VOD bag. Go fuck yourself.
No matter where you went, you'd smell them.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It's a very sweet gesture. I appreciate
Hello, Hound.
If you want a calming
Hello,
thought,
Hound.
just close your eyes.
We haven't made them bleed yet.
Think about
It isn't character bleeding. He's just a dickhead in general, and Myrdin doesn't like him. I don't like him either out of character, but Myrdin has a reason to not like him now.
that was my home. That was what my home was like.
They're usually there.
Yeah. Alright, thank you, Angel.
Do you both want to know
piece
how
of home.
things... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Hopefully my piece of home helps calm you.
It is a nice thought, one I definitely appreciate. When I see lilacs, I'll be sure to think of that as well. Do you both want to know about how things were before all this?
I am a bit curious.
That it was a flying city. But it's fine. For
Whoa.
gotta admit, this is pretty impressive.
Sorry, I thought they were looking up at something.
The flying landmark is something beyond
One day,
I've ever seen.
you know Ryuto, the tall kitsune boy, black suit, likes to pick me up and carry me around and stuff.
I trust you will have a good evening.
One day, he told me that he was going to make a visit to Red Diamond City.
And I guess we can't go there. But
Can I help you, madam?
I'm just walking about, don't mind me, I'm a new visitor.
Well, welcome to the city. My name is Lady Winter. I'm one of the leaders of the town.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mrs. Lee. My girlfriend Dahlia told me about this place, so I thought I'd come and venture for a little while.
Yes. as I believe they've told you already, this is our temporary home, but I do hope that you find it hospitable for the time that you're here with us.
It most definitely is. Honestly, if I had a choice, I'd probably make my mana fly. Prefer it rather than it being stuck to the ground.
Well, since you're here with us, I would merely like to encourage you to read over the laws to ensure that no problems
have.
come. Very good. Then you're aware that the third floor is off limits, and we are attempting to limit magic and any sort of technology or stuff like that used to be minimum. Or
I do have one question, and this
yes,
is the
please.
only magic thing that I will do.
Okay,
Am I
let's
allowed
hear
to
it.
exit back to my home through the teleportation rune in my coffin?
Yes, so long as you perform
Okay,
that
thank
by the fountain.
Also, the coffin is a coffin of holding. I only use it to store objects and things.
Those are allowed.
That's
So-
okay. Yep, that's okay.
Thank you very much.
Of course,
If need be, if anything becomes a problem with my coffin, I can just simply deactivate the runes until I need to leave.
That is very much appreciated. We apologize. We've had problems when we had unregistered
no,
use of
it's
magic
fine.
in the past.
It is more than fine. If it helps any, I'm not a magic caster. I do ritual casting. I'm a psionic, actually.
Understood.
I typically don't do casting unless it requires a lot of preparation.
Helmet gang.
But either way,
Decent helmet.
very lovely to meet you, madam.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I hope you find your time here quite nice.
Thank you very much, dear.
Bunny floating.
Appreciate it.
That's a nice backpack. I like it.
Bunny floating.
Most people have been giving me nonsense about my coffin, unfortunately. Sadly enough,
Thankfully,
but
it's in the training ground, though.
they're
because,
going to have to
you know,
cry about it, as
magic.
they say, because
Oh,
I will be
I
keeping
don't
it,
know,
and
it's
my
not
girlfriend
floating.
is also getting
It's on the glass.
My kind has a
it's on
thing
the
for coffins, so
Oh, that's
so it's
dangerous.
alright.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't break.
Oh, by the way, Winter,
Yes.
Let's hope it breaks.
when you see me
That'd
around,
be fun.
if you see me around Miss
You can
8,
hide
try
in
to
a
find an
sarcophagus.
excuse
Wait, it's not a
why I have to
sarcophagus.
go away.
What?
It's just your
It's
average
a
run-of-the-mill
Ow!
coffin with some
the
teleportation.
king's been
No,
assassinated.
it's just a toy sword.
Believe it or
It's a
not,
toy
this is
sword. It's
actually
one
a
of those
standard coffin.
like
All I
push,
did to it was
pushed
put
in
runes
stores.
make it
That's a shame.
holding.
Kingsguard,
No.
you failed your job.
Stab.
What happened to
He's
the
being
5 minute
stabbed.
King's
timeout
being
there?
stabbed.
He's being stabbed repetitively.
Oh,
What is my god doing?
10 minutes.
Oh,
I'm just going
oh.
to be walking.
I'm ready. I'm ready to throw away.
Come along, come along.
I do like your pipe,
But
sir.
I'm
Very
really,
distinct.
I'm really scared, Winter.
Don't be scared. You'll be
I'm
fine.
fucking scared.
I believe
How
in you.
would you feel if Miss 8 asks you for a date?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I tell her I'm taking
Sorry,
it.
I'm taken.
Yeah,
I
taking my
did,
hurt.
but she said the first thing wouldn't hurt, and I was like,
Then say that you prefer not to do that.
Just spit in her
Oh,
mouth.
men. Just
I did. I think I wiggled out of
that
this
people
one, but
don't
I'm
like
not sure
that.
if I find an excuse next time.
Well, I mean, there shouldn't be a next time if you put down the first date.
I know Miss 8, and she's
As long as you're between
patient.
lampposts, the 4 lampposts on there. You can be between the 4 lampposts and shoot anywhere because it won't go out.
all right. Time to
That
go
was
to the
that was little
tavern.
barrier that we had in there. You'll just have to slide down a little further.
Oh,
Just make
I'm
sure
on
you're
side.
between the 4 lampposts.
Oh, right, I should probably inform
Yeah,
Overcoms about the box stealing things.
In between all 4 of those lampposts, so people could
before
shoot.
that-
So I didn't get it.
Go out.
What?
Go ahead.
But then you came in and had a little
There's been a report left in the guards' comms that I would have you read, just in case. Also, if you ever happen to not be on duty with a lord, and have the time while still on duty, there has been a request by Miss Kira to keep an eye around her shop due to suspicious activity. So,
Nah, she would never.
We can go over there now then and just kind of hang out then, I suppose.
oh, it's only while she is in there or her son is, which they have said they're taking the day off. But they're unlikely to be there.
Understood.
But it's only if the Lord's Guard are since absent of something to do.
I could request some help. Be appreciated.
Well, thank you,
Okay.
Hound. It's appreciated.
Well, I shall leave you to it.
Well, maybe I can get to my story now. A long time ago, months ago, 7 or 8 months by this point, I was talking to Ryuto, and he told me that he wanted to go to this little place called Red Diamond City. I was curious, so I figured I'd go with him. But when I arrived, it was just me. Ryuto was unable to show up that day. And they were right in the middle of moving to a new district. When they arrived at the district, it was new for everyone, including me. And the first thing I got told was, "Who the fuck are you?" That's the first thing I was told. But that's also where Ray and I first met, and fell for one another. And since then, Ray and I developed a relationship, and I joined his guild. The Blackstone Guild. From them, we, well, grew close and did all sorts of jobs, and it was a lot simpler back then.
Isn't it always?
That's when the Alliance was first made mention. The Alliance at the time was a coalition of kingdoms, as I've mentioned briefly, that wanted to take the planet for themselves. It was a long, brutal fucking conflict. Well, actually, it wasn't long. It was rather short, roughly a month or so. But it was brutal. We had a contingent of eaters there with us, and they were the things helping to keep them at bay. There was Dr. Neos, the king of the Alliance, and all sorts of other things that were just destroying Diamond City. While we were making our plans to evacuate, a group of civilians made themselves, well, barricaded, I guess, inside of a bank. Myself and what surviving individuals were there went to ensure that we could get them out. I still remember them driving a super heavy tank through the wall of the bank right as we were trying to get out. I was gravely wounded in my first fight there. But then we came here. Well, we didn't come here. We went somewhere else. It was a static location in a different dimension. At first, again, it was just us as a guild, but now we had 2,000 refugees. So we figured things needed to change up a little bit. Ray elected to step down as the guild leader to promote Bastic to be the new guild leader. Myself and a few others stepped away to assist him with, well, running the town. Ray became the Lord Protector, the first Lord Protector, and I became the Lady of the People. That's when Ray told me about the, well, crisis at his home. There was the secession crisis, a usurper attempt by a relative of his. At first, we were just making our way back there to go and re-establish dominance when we were on the ship. That's when we got hit. Ray's cousins sent a few, initially, individual people to come and honor duel Ray and stuff of the sorts. But from there, well, that's when Amy was taken, when we got hit by a large invasion. I went on the mission to save her, and in saving her, I died. I floated around aimlessly for a few months until Draco brought me back. When Draco brought me back, I lost almost all of my memories. The last memories I had was one request that I gave when I died before my soul went up. And it was to remember the laughter of my friends.
Yeah, no, we're just setting up a mission to take care of.
When I came back, I didn't remember names, but I remembered voices, specifically laughter.
And also new weapons that we need to destroy.
It took me a bit to recover and relearn everyone. But since then,
My friend Greenie got me into some.
we've just been here.
I do it for her.
New faces, all of you, Burke. The majority of the people you see here are all new. Among the people who have been here since the start were Gabumon, Carter, Bastic. Salve was here briefly, later on. Ferris was here for a bit. Ryuto and Kira were more friends, not necessarily part of the guild or anything to some capacity. But when I say that I've been here for quite some time, I am one of the oldest consistent members here. Within a position of authority, at least. I've seen a lot of friends die. So people have asked me, why do it, Winter? This obviously brings me so much fucking misery, so why do it?
Why are you hang?
The answer is because I want us to go back to how things were. I want us to all just be able to look back.
For a minute or two?
I think your leg is open.
Why don't you stay here for a moment? I was just wrapping up a conversation. That's my motivation. Because one day I want us all to be able to go back to how things were, maybe. But with how things are between the town and the guild, unfortunately, it seems like that might be a bit of a pipe dream.
It's very
Just
honorable
telling
of
them a
you.
little bit about the history. I've made a promise, if nothing else, to see us through the war and the cult. But I've grown so weary. The tension, the problems, the fact people just don't want to listen. It's grown. Kira has seen it firsthand.
This place is very changed from what it used to be, for sure.
Hello.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Stick with us for a moment, okay? Kira, would you like to speak somewhere?
Wolfie, why are you hang?
Yes, it was going to be a short thing.
I may be of assistance.
I'm going to kidnap you for just a moment, and then I'll bring you right back.
Well, I'm being kidnapped.
I'll watch the door. No, well, you're not going to the library. Never mind.
Up to you.
Whoa.
I gotta float up. There we go.
You're still Sapphire, right?
Yes.
Do you have time to be around in the next 2 days as Sapphire?
Yes. Where?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I didn't want to schedule it without knowing.
No, it's okay. I can.
Just a heads up, Mama. I have to do a lap because I just saw the most amazing thing and I'm barely holding it together. So I'm gonna do a lap.
Just wanted to check. Sorry for doing it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Fine, thank you.
Also,
Oh,
now that I
yes.
have you alone, my ultimate evil plan.
Is it killing me? Please God, it's killing me. Oh, darn.
No.
I'll take that
spooping you.
instead.
Yes, yes.
How are you
Alright.
doing, Kira?
I'm worried about you.
Well.
Now, let's get you back down to Aries so you can be happy. We can talk later. I see you enough. They don't have a lot
Well.
of time, and you should spend all the time they have.
You're right.
What do you think?
I do
Let's go
still
get
like
them before they
seeing
run
though.
off.
True.
Go on.
Tall grass.
I was just thinking we need somebody to cut it.
We really need to mow this. I've been saying that since we got here. Oh, look at her down there throwing her hat. True, you get that from Burke, you get it from me. I'm so proud.
Where'd they go?
I gotta do Yes.
Oh great, bring the whole cavalry. Hell, the entire.
You're welcome.
Good. You guys are talking fourth dimension.
It's my fucking town. I do what I want. Because it's my town, I go over the hell I want.
Why is Veer here? Oh god. I'm dying. What the fuck did Veer load into?
I'm just allowed to go in. I don't care.
Whoa.
I don't know what's going on.
This would all in a couple of days. There's the temporary kind you get from a cereal box, isn't it? That's what you said earlier, right?
We hide it for like an hour max.
I'll be doing alright.
Oh, I literally came out of the reeds. Hey, Ryan. It's good to see you as well. How are you doing?
And I said,
No.
everyone gave children tattoos.
Come here, you.
Oh, I see. So you're fibbing.
Alright, I guess.
I'm gonna find Elsa.
Went through the heartbreak recently, so things
No.
So who got the
Listen,
matching
anything
tattoos?
can happen in Night City, and
I'm sorry.
That little Shumba and his girlfriend.
If you need anything, let me know,
Where's
okay?
the leg, though? You should get lost. He's gone. Yeah,
crap,
don't got now.
I put in your pocket the perfume stone.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's a sneaky.
Thank you, Missy.
Well, I'd say
Okay.
be honest to your
Main
pops
issue is-
and,
We found out.
you know, see how it
No,
goes.
our fear is
Don't
not
go
his
sniffing me.
pops, it's her pops.
no.
Her pops is in
Alright.
charge of this place.
No,
Has
he
a
doesn't give a
tendency
shit.
to publicly execute people.
do what you want.
If you guys are gonna fight, I'll go up there and watch.
Oh no, we're not fighting. We're trying to solve a problem.
Oh, what's the problem?
I'm gonna die in the next fucking 10 minutes or so, or whatever fucking I get.
Nah, we'll figure out a cipher.
Why?
Young love.
I...
The temporary tattoos
Also-
are real.
Tattoos.
Elsa and I both have real matching tattoos, because Elsa insisted in it.
Still about?
Oh my god.
I told her no multiple times. I kept saying no, it was a bad idea, her dad's gonna kill me. She
You sound
insisted,
very-
she got in the tattoo chair, and he already started tattooing her.
There we are.
What the fuck, real?
Night City.
Abuse.
I
That
kept
place
saying
is
that
the
it was a
more-
bad idea, but then she was like very persistent. You know how Elsa is. And because of how I look now, I didn't like how it
Highway
looks,
scum,
and is judging the
villainy,
person.
questionable morals, slightly more well run than this place.
Sounds like an
I don't know.
Sounds like a city of fun, must say.
I take offense. I've fucking done more for this city than almost anybody here.
No, I understand, Winter. I'm just giving you shit. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do know how it is, unfortunately.
I love you, Winter.
Love you too, Carter.
Love you so much. Give me a big hug. We fought in the afterlife, sweetheart. I missed you.
I know. I'll try to come around when I
Get on her
can.
good side and also her dad's good side, so
Okay.
I don't get killed.
You meant Matsuko. Matsuko.
Yeah, I'll stop by and see what all
And Elsa's been my friend since I was
Yeah, we finally got most of the block is done. Construction stopped outside in Watson's. Now we can hang out outside the bar.
Oh, hell, that's awesome.
Why did Gabumon ask who's in Paris?
That's wow. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to stop by then. Hey, okay. What?
Looks like I know a place where I'm going to visit later. In actuality, this is my third time in this place. Well, in this mixed reality, of course. It's just been a while.
Yeah, going to the afterlife would probably be good for you if you're into that kind of stuff. Oh.
Motherfuckers.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing a lot better than most.
Are you, I've seen you. I believe we've met, either Orlando Soccer or the Purple Lotus.
No.
I think one or the other.
Do not
I know this one for far longer than I can remember at this point. But generally, I can't remember most of what happened.
Hey, is my aunt still working for you?
the people in Paris?
No, I didn't even know your aunt was still alive.
What is this? Why?
That's it. I'm climbing the tower. Climb.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know who it was, and I was about to just.
You scared me for a bit. You scared me there saying that.
Why are you both just staring? What the fuck are you two doing?
DMCA gods.
Dimension?
Forbidden language out of here.
Respond, you heathens.
What dimension?
Viewers can't hear it.
Oh, yeah. He's casting a DMCA spell.
Over here.
Damn it, I tried picking up the little orb guy. That didn't work.
Be careful how fast you run. I'm still on your back.
Hey guard, permission to hit this placer around to get him out of here, because that sog will destroy me.
What are you two doing? Just staring, huh?
This is a fourth dimensional, a DMCA spell, as they call it, for individuals like Ares.
I know you and Steven aren't really on good terms right now, but
oh, it's gone.
Slice of cake too.
Oh, thank God.
I might have been very distracted in my head. I'm sorry.
I still have the ability to go back.
Oh yes. Are you familiar with the DMCA spells that people
the
often
gods.
perform in the?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Ares was attempting to ask for permission to use a displacer spell to remove that individual. I say that that's one of the few instances to protect individuals.
Give me a couple of weeks to work on the device,
Yeah.
and after that, we should be able to go get him.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna slap you.
It was no physical pain. It would have basically would have made them go somewhere else.
I understand. I believe in the future I will be speaking to Ray about allowing individuals to utilize such spells in cases
I will
like
slap
that to
the both of
protect
you.
the integrity of individuals.
What the fuck off spell?
Oh, I'm being abused.
Hmm?
I'm just hoping to win
For you. No.
Okay, how can I help?
Look in the old dimension to see if she's probably perfectly fine. And I'll go bring her back to you. I have an airship so she can stay there temporarily. The question is, who was in Paris?
Parisians. I believe that they came from. I don't know if they were Burgundian in the past, but there were individuals in the past who.
I believe Chip was in Paris.
There was a war. There was 100 years war, and amongst it, Paris was actually taken by. I believe it was.
Stop. I've heard enough.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God.
Please no racism in my city.
Please don't be racist.
Please don't be racist in the city.
Who's being racist? Racism in my city.
Ares, may I ask a question?
What's up?
I apologize. It seemed that the Flux gods were not a fan of me spending time with the both of you yesterday at Misty Shores, because after everything happened, my hands seemed to fall apart, and I had got the worst headache I've ever felt, and it was a one-of-a-kind headache. It just did not seem to want me to return. So I was going to ask how you were doing after yesterday, and how's Max doing?
Max got his sword repaired.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Turns out Scholar wasn't dead. In fact, I think he, when siphoning the energy, or siphoning the fragment, if you will, didn't outright kill him, but he had to do a trial to get him back. But he seems to be fine when he came back home. Outside of that, I had a very long meeting about funny cognito hazards, and that was it.
You know, you owe me an explanation at least to what's going on. I don't have to necessarily get involved, but if I can at least know what's going on, I'd be very appreciative, at least a little bit.
I can give you a vague description as best I can tell you without telling you the important things.
Muting stream, fuck you.
You know what? I have a better idea. This is how some people have gotten around it before. Why don't you tell it in the form of a story?
Perhaps. I'll think of something. Because if I tell you direct information, you could be, well, in danger. And I feel like
Well,
some of these
they're-
cards don't like that.
Well, they're welcome to fucking try.
In a different way.
Rest
I don't think
in
it's a
peace.
physical. I don't think it's a physical force you can just defend yourself from, hun.
Well, what is it? Without
It's,
directly saying, perhaps.
Complicated.
Fine, you owe me at
Sorry
least
if I'm
that
being
much.
in private. I'll tell you.
Will this interfere with your ability to help prosecute the war? We go out tomorrow, at least to my understanding.
I shouldn't be too busy or too terribly busy tomorrow. I do have an outing I need to go do with to find a friend, but that should happen later in the day.
Is that
Well, we won't.
a tiny owl I see from my sister?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Hey, winner.
Keith.
Hey,
Come on.
good to see you.
Hey, bro.
How you doing?
You taking care of yourself, you big O?
No.
I'm trying to.
You better be, Aries.
Love you too, buddy. Hell of a grip still.
What?
Yeah, no, it's happening relatively early, so I might be able to actually be able to go. Cool.
Well, you did sign your name on the line, hon. That means we need everyone who did that.
I know. I should be able to go though. If not, I will inform everyone. But if I can't go because of whatever, then I'll probably just send someone in my stead, or at least a construct.
I don't know if that would be
much closer than I
allowed, but
You're fine.
I've told the what was it, the person kind of running
Keon.
it, that Keon, yeah, that I'd be doing that, and she didn't seem too terribly worried about it.
So, Winter, what have you been up to these past few?
Whatever it's been. I've been up to waiting for us to land. Waiting for us to land still. TM.
I kind of like the airship still, though.
Really do be like that.
And I've been prosecuting a war effort back down in our new home.
Fantastic. Lovely.
And as well as trying to help deal with the cult.
And what about you, Miss Aries?
Ryan, you seem a little like, you alright?
Well, let's see. I lost my wife. It was the only relationship I had in 250 lonely years.
I'm being trolled by my chat. What the fuck?
I'm afraid I'm a bit depressed.
If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, not at all. It's just quite the story, so... good to see you, Saburo. It's just quite the story, so you may need to be ready to hear it all.
Oh dear.
Alright, so... from the top. I am a guardian, so guardians naturally work for the Vanguard. As such, I, working for the Vanguard, was sent outside of my original realm to keep an eye on paracausal energy, the
was occurring outside my realm, which is a bad thing. Now, if you don't know, for extra context, paracausal energy is a type of dangerous energy that moves on its own, separate from the laws of our world, time, physics, space. Paracausal energy moves on its own against all of that, despite all of that. So, naturally, I, being a paracausal being, it is my job to seek dangerous paracausal happenings and eliminate them. So when the whole Dr. Neos debacle occurred, I know you are most familiar with. He was dealing with paracausal energies, specifically the Taken, which are from my realm. So I go in. I work alongside Axel, Neos' Dusted, and then I, with a couple other hidden, enter and seal a portal he was utilizing. Now that was my mission, but every soldier who finishes their mission must be called home eventually, and so I was. I was called home after my duties, and I was afraid I may never return to the metaverse as a whole unless some sort of other paracausal issue were to occur. So I had to break the news to friends, family, and so on. Heartbreaking, as you could probably imagine, when I told Solux in the afterlife that night where I had to leave that I would try to make my way back to her, and I would never stop loving her no matter what. So, I'm forced to leave, bound to my duties elsewhere. A few weeks go by. I plan, scheme, sneak past top brass, and I'm smuggled out of the tower where I reside, shipped across the stars and back to Night City to interact with everyone for a while. We begin cooking up a plan to keep me more permanently. It's still in the works.
Sad bunny. Why are you watching my stream while you're listening to the story, motherfucker?
But during my time of attempting
Oi, I'm looking at you.
so I could see my love again.
Yeah, dipshit.
She decides it's over. She goes off and finds a new life elsewhere, in places like the Shutdown.
Speaking sounds like they gargle rocks for fun. Kinda.
Finds other people to love. And I only return to my two daughters.
Angel, why are you in my stream?
My fiancé who no longer loves me.
Why are you watching my stream while you're up there, huh? What's up with that?
In 250 years, I had no one except for just her. A taste of what could have been.
Dumbass.
To be taken away in an instant. And now I find myself back at square one. Only this time, I've got two kids that I still have a duty to.
Ooh.
You're never alone,
Huh?
I'm gonna put my foot up your shiny metal ass, metaphorically, non-threateningly, in the most loving way possible. You are not alone. And you fucking know that. Hey.
We're here for you.
Good to see you.
Well,
Good to
I was
see you.
coming here to see if someone could spare with me before I have to go to a mission.
Oh, there's a lot of people down
Set up
there.
the mood.
Tyler
Well,
seems
I
to be
mean-
your bit of your height and your strength, so you could ask him.
Good.
He's also pretty good at taking the hits.
Stream make for interesting background noise while I'm reading. Aw, I'm glad.
But good to see you, you big old fuck. You've been doing alright.
The only reason why I hesitate
I was mostly asking
the
Angel
size difference, I guess,
why
would make it
they're in my stream while they're right there.
Pulling myself up.
They send a message on my stream while they're right here. Motherfucker.
You just got out of the damn hospital. Don't want you going back.
I'm glad I've had this from a lot of people though, that they enjoy the background
I mean, I
noise.
feel better.
And
I
I'm
also
honored.
have these
Thank
hands
you.
now.
It means a lot.
There you are.
Big love. Big heart. Oh,
I have
my
my
thing
regeneration back,
froze.
so I'm good.
Alright.
Well,
Jesus
do what you
fuck.
must. If you want to get
Do you
in there,
want
I'll
me to
climb
ease
down.
your mind, my friend?
Go for it.
Wow, I rise. I appear.
Nuzzle.
We're having a conversation. Let's go.
Oh, we're talking about that kind of mind easing. Alright, I'm prepared.
You're basically imbuing his mind.
His head's on fire.
serenity.
No! I'll let this sound like some magic go.
Coming from the heart's purple and disappears bitch.
Basically, instead of being like flaming
You're reading the first Witcher book, Hog.
Do you like read?
Damn.
Do you like read all these from a book somewhere?
No, I
Whoa.
just ripped the
Wee.
spot.
Imbues you with serenity.
Oh,
Flux. Don't make me die.
Me too.
Please, not again. Please, Flux, please.
It's just like if I ever need to know the time of day, I just look up at Winter's Halo to see where the sun's pointing in it, and it's a pretty good sundial.
My
Actually.
back cracked 5 times while doing those
It just doesn't bond in the middle.
bending down to my feet. Stretches.
No, whenever the sun hits her halo, it actually leaves like a line on top of it. You can see what time it is.
Sure. Climb.
You're
I'll be
still
back.
floating.
Madam Winter, I once again ask if I can
So, how about this
There we go.
in the public place.
There we go.
I actually
The
promised
Flux
one to
gods do not
Frederick a
want me to
little
have
while
this
ago, but he
conversation
didn't.
with you.
I'm sorry.
It's not like
Again,
I'm trying to make it not too public. It's more, let's see. Do you see the
Oh, my back hurts
gentleman
now.
next to Bastic? Like, on this side?
You'll have to. Please forgive me. Climb.
Climb on
Climb.
me. Grayish hair,
Bastic.
dark skin.
No!
To the right of him.
Fucking Flux! Oh.
The one walking
Next to-
towards Carter, and the one's following him now.
Wait, next Bastic or Carter?
Okay, he's closest towards us now. In that little group, he's wiggling now. And he's heading towards Subaru, in between. It's like right there.
I think so. You said gray hair.
Yeah, grey hair, kind of like reddish eyes. Have you ever met Raiju before?
Yeah.
Similar eyes to that?
Oh, that one right there looking at us.
I can pass by. Let's go to this side.
Yes, I've had the displeasure of speaking to them.
Yeah. Apparently they can smell guardians. Much like yourself.
Well, if he's gonna try something, I had my hand on my magnum. I was gonna fill him full of holes if he tried anything.
No, I was ready as well.
No, as long
Is he, are you confirming my suspicion, though, to avoid him as much as I can? Okay. Thank you for the warning. He seems to be interested in where Kaminari is and what she's doing. I only alluded a little bit. I didn't say anything specific. I didn't trust him.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't trust them either, so be careful to your end as well.
Nuzzle.
Join me. No one panic.
Nuzzle.
No.
Thank you, Ryuto.
Oh, of course. I have to take care of my guardians as well as they take care of me.
Flip here.
Do you need? Are you a threat of him?
say.
On the what?
How you
Are
doing?
you at threat on him?
I'm okay.
No, I'm not.
Good.
I don't seem to be intrigued in
Well,
any
seeing
more
you like
intrigue.
this.
But guardians
I haven't
themselves,
gotten to the shop yet today.
specifically to Kaminari.
Yeah, I think
Nonetheless.
just check on my stuff couple
They're
bit and
related,
don't go
it
to the
seems.
storage area because I'm growing something.
My recommendation, you should try
Yeah.
visiting her.
Flux.
Yes, again.
Well, stop flexing.
I'm trying. I hate it.
You should visit Kaminari when you chance. Alright? I'm sure she'd be happy to see you.
You know, yes, I would fucking love to see her here every now and then. I'm only prosecuting a war.
I know, but she's not in good shape, so I don't think she'll be roaming about here. I saw her last night.
How are you doing, gorgeous?
Thank you for that.
It'd do good for her heart if you were there. But alright, enough from stealing your time from my sister. You go be cuddly with her.
You're fine. Climb.
Oh. Lady Winter.
Yeah, maybe of assistant.
Today, actually more looking into adoption paperwork for little Myrdin.
Oh, wow, you're the first person to have asked that. Well, wow, you're actually the first person I've ever had ask me about adoption papers. I don't know if I actually have those.
Really? As far as I understand,
who are you trying to adopt?
Myrdin. He was orphaned by the conflict in Old Diamond City.
Oh,
I've been...
them. The little green one.
Yes.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The way most adoptions kind of seem to work is just, hey, do you want to be my child? Sure. Congrats. As far as formal paperwork goes, there really isn't much, I guess, as long as...
I mean, I'm a citizen. I don't know if there's anything that needs to get done though.
Oh, I see. Wow, that's actually quite forward thinking of you. You're actually the only person who's ever asked that. Tell you what, if you, I suppose, consent to being adopted by him, I could go in and change the records to reflect a proper name, if you'd like.
That would be really nice of you, ma'am.
Very well spoken. Very polite.
Would you like any credentials before adoption's made official?
I guess if you have anything, I'll take it and I'll make a copy and store it.
Alright. Here's passports. Proof of income. Merchant's license. Mage license.
Alright, give me one moment so I can go back and... Oh. Give me one moment so I can go and, make a copy of a couple of these. Do you have yours?
He rummages in his bag and he pulls out, like, kind of dirtied, ripped up birth certificate and his proof of employment with Miss 8.
Oh. Oh. Miss 8's hiring all the damn children. Crazy woman.
Yeah. Gives her a big hug.
Hi.
Let's go.
Hello. What's up?
Not much at all. I'm gonna be honest, not much at all.
Real quick, ring for the mech.
Yes. Thank you.
I'll leave you be for now.
Yeah, I dropped off the payment
thank
over
you.
at room 202.
Okay, why don't we go?
I thought
why don't
you
we go to
said
my booth?
wringing your neck, and I was about to be really concerned.
No.
Why don't we go to my booth? Come along. Come along.
Yes.
Come along.
Don't care about do. And if they're doing it to people I don't care about, then I don't care. I honestly don't give a shit.
Yeah.
but like if it's happening to someone.
Alright.
Okay.
I have a bit of more of a curiosity. Is there someone I should be concerned about roaming around? Couldn't help but overhear some of that conversation with Ryoto.
For the moment, just I encourage everyone who's in the city to keep their wits about them. Don't be paranoid, but just keep your wits about you.
Yeah. I just wanted to know because of liability clauses with my sales for scrolls, I don't want to accidentally sell something to the wrong person.
I would definitely be careful around that one. For now.
Lady Winter, I will be right back. I've just been reminding that Hound has left a report, and I will just go read it, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, just if you can get me more details on the individual suspicion, just send me a letter.
It's their first time here.
It's alright. Can't direct you to him.
It's alright. Don't apologize for what you can't help. You led me on the right direction. That's more than what most people's done. Okay?
No, it's not. It's not what I meant.
Sorry. Let's not set. Let's put his head on the wall as a monument to my favorite land.
You're still gonna be useful. And we're gonna be us, and we're gonna make sure you're alright.
Winter go off.
No, Winter is at her booth. I just went and read the report. Hound left.
Anyway, take it easy.
Eesh.
Now let's get you moved along and try to make this official.
Alright.
Paper for hand. 2 copies of the birth certificate would be made. One would look much cleaner. Look, here's your copy.
He takes it back and puts it back inside the bag.
If you want the original, it's right there. This is my copy. Here's your. She makes 2 copies of both proof of incomes, slides them back over, stores them.
Alright.
Takes his, puts his away.
Signs the document for adoption. I just need you both to put your signatures down. This is just a formal thing showing that I witnessed it and both.
Will he be signing his old name or a taken name?
Just sign, and I got it covered.
Okay.
Val'Morei Lanowin.
He takes the pen, writes very slowly. His handwriting's not the best. Does his best to make it neat.
Myrdin. Ren.
Puts the pen down.
Okay. By order of this letter, and with the authority of Blackstone, the individual of, there's a line under, just writes their old name. This is essentially stating that you, name, hereby formally agree, to be adopted by this. It's, to boil it down, this is just a letter of consent. Alright. Now, if you want, you can write your new name up there.
How do you spell it?
L-A-O.
N?
N-N-O-W-Y-N.
O-W-Y-N. Okay.
There's a copy of it. There's yours. Here's mine. Alright, congratulations.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, you two.
Of course. Thank you, Lady Winter.
Of course.
Come on, son. Flip.
Raises the barrier.
Not to add oil to the fire that today has been, but I have read Hound's report. And it does mention the individual that we have met yesterday with a bloodied cloak and what seemed like a marine helmet. I believe the report stated that they repeat the phrase, "Are you scared?" while offering a gift to someone. If the person denies the gift, they have one of two reactions. Immediately trying to give the gift to another person, or the lamp light turns red, they become insistent and borderline aggressive, and it might be something to keep an eye on.
Understood. Should they act out aggressively, they are to be detained.
Of course.
But for now, if they're making people uncomfortable, we can keep an eye on them. But until they actually do something, we'll just have to wait.
Understood.
What a fucked day.
You know what's funny? When I was waiting by the guard barracks and I was talking with Drags, you weren't there yet. I was even fantasizing that maybe I would get a day off because it's been so chill recently. Nothing's been happening since I've been here.
It would be the one day Burke isn't here, wouldn't it?
It would be. Maybe it's his aura. No one wants to try things when he's around. No, I thought.
Trying to say, oh, you sound like right. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, since I had joined, nothing had really been very
I was not
eventful.
expecting that. Hello.
Oh, what is that?
See you again.
Hello, madam.
Do you not remember me?
You'll have to forgive me. Are you Mira?
Yes.
I thought you were. I thought you looked familiar, but the whole addition in the mask threw me off.
I had to get some upgrades after I headed to my home world. It is good to see
Well,
you.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you as well. How are you doing?
I am surviving. I actually came to see Lord Ray and let them know I have returned from my exodus.
I believe Ray's on the second floor.
I do not know if I'm allowed up there.
You are.
You can go to the second floor, just not the third floor. You can go to the second floor. Everyone can go to the second floor, just not the third floor.
Understood. Oh.
It's great to see you, man.
Since you served a tour with us, my High General told me to hand something to you.
Oh.
He is going to reach at a belt at her side and take out a sheathed dagger and offer it to you. You get a combat
Thank you.
dagger. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Winter. You are officially recognized, and it is an eater amongst my people.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Of course, dear. Do be careful with it. Wounds made by that cannot be healed easily.
Understood. I think this will be a commemorative piece for the times we've had together.
Feel free to use it. The more blood, the better.
Ray!
Lord Ray.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
It's also good to see you.
There really
I
has
see
been
you
a
have
lot.
new, how should I call it?
Back when the Alliance was pushing Red Diamond City, we had her people, the Eaters, serving as extra help.
I finally returned
When
to my home. I'm ready to serve
when we
again for
were
anything you
running a mission to rescue Ray, we inadvertently left one behind by accident. They were furious, and to try to save face and allow them to continue fighting for us, I offered to serve a tour with them, knowing that it could be, well, my life.
But for now, just enjoy your time, and I believe all the traveling is stressful, so just lay back, have a
I saw Elizabeth looking quite sad. I had to go speak to her.
People and once I have the
I believe she was at the stairs.
get you to work soon enough.
Yeah, she's still there.
Yep, she still is. All by herself. Look at those floppy ears.
Hanging in there. How about you?
I'm doing okay. This here's Jarvis, one of my creations, and so is the soul.
3, 2,
Why so troubled?
Please rest.
Whoops.
Let's let him rest. You've got this, Curtis.
Speaking of families,
You're what?
speaking of home, I suppose.
Thank you very much for that.
Hello, sister.
Come here. Come here. I know. I miss my parents too.
Unfortunately, I'm stuck with this one.
Hey, don't cry. Don't cry. You've been a wonderful help here. We're very thankful to have you, Elizabeth.
Right. Oh my god, oh my god, I have to hide.
Done a lot of good for us.
I have to hide for a moment.
Scowling buck.
Why do you have to hide?
I say it asked me for a date. I tried
I'm
to
gonna
avoid
blow
it.
his brains out the front of his skull.
I was ready to stop.
Chin up, hon. You've done great work since you've been here. I understand to miss home.
That is correct. I have seen the reports.
I just find it hard because compared to everybody else, all I really have is this.
Come with me for a moment.
Might as well try to find Ares.
My god, Cosmos is here. I didn't see him. He looks like a shit.
It's so dark, I couldn't see.
Please, take a seat.
Doesn't she know she's down here?
I've been exhausted. Yeah. I just saw Lord Ray and Lady Winter.
Doesn't seem like she's down there.
Provide them with
I'm not sure where she is.
pieces from my people.
I think she went this way.
It is magic. This is magic. And where do you get it from?
Just gets reabsorbed and fills back in. So Tyler, we did learn something very interesting. We can insult him enough to actually cause him to do so.
I need Miss Winter.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
It's steam engine. Shit. We're gonna drop those. Cause I don't.
Damn, where the fuck did she go? This is just kind of how it's been.
Like our clothing. Magda and Danny.
we each handle a different aspect of the business, but we each work to a single goal. And
Yes, they
that's to
do.
make sure Luminous is one of the best companies people will ever hear.
Hopefully I'll brighten it up even
Damn. Well,
We do appreciate the enthusiasm.
such is the life.
Alright. So, so do I just pick a room or?
No, please.
Oh,
Nope.
Alright, thank you.
My receptionist will assist you.
You know, until very recently, I found it hard to connect with people. Because I always thought my situation was quite unique, considering I had only really met people like me. But somehow, even Elizabeth as well as Kelleen have somewhat similar experiences in wildly different ways. It's interesting.
Mhm.
And I can
personally
sympathize with
found
that.
your time here quite enjoyable.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful asset, Myrdin. I know there are times here where you can get frustrated, and I would be a hypocrite if I said I never got upset, but I assure you that the work that you've performed has been extremely vital and appreciated by people like myself, and I don't just mean that, just to mean it.
I'm glad you think so.
Hey, Corvus.
Nothing all right.
How you doing?
I asked first. You gotta answer me first.
It's been a day. We'll put it like that. How about that?
Yes, I saw Lord King Ray and Elizabeth walk into the barracks, so I thought I should walk out.
Yeah, they wanted to speak, so I let them go have their time.
And so I'm doing fine. People keep giving me presents for some reason.
You're just that enjoyed, it seems.
I got a ring that has 10 charges of calm emotions in it.
Oh, that's interesting. Hey.
Yeah. Already went through too. I only got it 15 minutes ago.
Please try to take care of yourself. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm taking care of myself. I just,
World moving on. I've been living too fast, and I've been living.
I went through the third charge just now.
Oh, she has a beautiful voice. I'm sorry?
Scrap that. 3 charges have already been spent.
Oh, gods,
No,
Corvus, take care of yourself, man. You know, there's only 20 minutes left. Don't die before the end of it.
Yeah. I won't. No, I can't do any guards duty. Except, say stuff. So
Do you meditate?
That's pretty annoying. I don't do any of that meditating shit.
Well, I would personally recommend it. It's helped me a lot.
If I could focus on one thing, I would, but I can't focus on one thing.
So I asked
You're taller than me.
would you like getting class?
Well, I was about to do one more walk down. Probably end the day down there. Please take care of yourself, okay?
And you want me to walk with you because you adore me so much.
Only if you want to come along.
Yes, I would love to come along. Don't worry.
Alright, well,
you come here.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna get walking.
You should have finished that sentence. Go ahead, don't leave me.
Maybe. Or, I've heard that or.
Don't do weird things to my guard, Miss 8.
I know, that's why I hugged you for like 5 seconds and I'm done.
Oh god.
Jump first, then move forward.
I will admit, I have changed a little bit since I've been here. Being in the position, I've just grown weary.
That makes sense. It's not an easy position to be in.
If I can give one slight confession, since you've opened up to me a little bit more.
Of course.
There are days where I wish I just never got brought back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just so damn tired. Oh, there's Aries.
People are looking at us weird, like we have something to talk about. Don't mind the chubby.
What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Spill your secrets.
I ain't got no goddamn secrets. I tell everybody straight up and right in their goddamn face because that's what people need in this damn life.
People are strange everywhere.
Fair enough.
Too many
I guess.
goddamn fake people in this goddamn world, motherfucker.
No, did she just disappear? Oh no. Okay.
Is that guy's armor made of completely leopard print?
Oh guys, I forgot about that.
By the way, what's a snake's worst enemy?
Alright, Aries, you cyberbullying people still?
That's assuming I'm not. I'm bullying them over the internet.
A mongoose.
Oh shit! It's Corvus.
I wanted to. I guess in my mind, I wanted to.
Nugget, nugget. Wait, that's weird.
That is weird. That is really weird. That is really weird.
I can't touch your head.
Please-
kind of. It's weird.
Please be gentle.
It's like
Please be
temporal.
gentle.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's
No,
not. You're talking as if I don't. You're talking as if I don't have a hat or something.
Come here, I'm using you as a perch again.
What?
Oh.
Damn you!
Sorry, you spoke to me.
That was oh my, that was ability use. No, I'm just kidding.
I was trying to just.
Myrdin, do you have any good gossip?
Breaking the rules.
Gossip.
You're fine. You're fine.
Carter's a dickhead.
I only find
Bastic's a
people I don't
dickhead.
like.
That's not gossip. That's no, that's not gossipy though. Everybody knows this.
No, don't worry, Aries. I only find people I don't like.
Not really.
That's great cards.
I have a report on that person with the bloody cloak from yesterday, but from us that's some gossip more so than a warning.
Bloodied cloak.
They had a bloody cloak and spoke through the big mouth on their chest.
The lantern
I'll
face.
pay you like very handsomely, like a lot
Yeah,
of
that thing.
dollars. But I'm talking
Don't
lots of
worry,
dollars.
sisters.
Tons of beef.
I heard gossip.
A lot of
some
beef
of my own
jerky,
money.
too.
I don't really have any.
I'll throw some of my own money into that pot.
Let me think of any good gossip.
Literally on machines and
I have some really good gossip.
man, I'm built different. There's a difference.
It may not be completely true, but what if some gossip went around
That's the best part about gossip. It doesn't have to be true.
what if the gossip went around that Bastic and Carter are in a gay relationship or something?
I will.
I'd believe it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the 411 on that one, Chief. Everybody already knows.
Oh yeah, someone sold me weed the other day.
Yeah, but what if they say it's official?
I really want to see a highest.
And and their votes
would be funny.
I see.
would be good gossip.
I don't plan to. Me.
Obviously,
Plan to be high.
obviously, neither of them is on top.
No, I don't.
They're both bottoms.
That's so sad.
I ended up getting a lot more than I. Yes, I am chaos.
No, it's you know what would be even more sad? Calling one of them a top, because that's like, why would you do that to yourself?
That would be very untrue.
I know, right? I know, right?
you met them for even a moment? They're both incredible bottoms.
It's the one room where I keep, the one room where I keep hearing is that, the one thing is that plastic has a premature ejaculation issue with its gun.
I will leave you with Winter.
That's the rumors I hear. That's the rumors I hear. That's the rumors I hear. That's the rumors people keep telling me.
I'm being held by
Oh,
cameras.
people keep saying that to me. I never said that, so when people keep saying that to me, I don't know why.
It is over, Winter. I have the happy high ground.
Winter.
No, I don't
Winter.
consent.
Your emergency food.
No, not emergency food.
I'm shutting you down.
You have to eat through my halo if you want to get to me.
So, I don't know if I ever told you, but Rev and I we accidentally defied gravity one day. I picked him up, he picked me up, and we just kept picking each other up.
What's up?
If you say so.
No, don't bite it.
Carter jumps here.
They just bit my halo. Wait, what?
Yeah, tastes like shit.
I was just gonna give you a card to the afterlife so you can come on out.
Oh, I've been there
It's a good
before.
thing out. It's a good thing Snugly
I'm going to lose my mind.
Why?
It's a good place.
Aries would have disappeared into
My
a
daughter
really
was
cool
there too.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Look, you know Snugly's gay.
I'm going to go make food now, so...
Oh my god.
Alright, later, Chums.
Wait, how obvious?
Wait.
You take care and be safe. Yes.
No, you
I
have to
actually
stand
enjoy this.
Don't both of you, can you stop
You could've just picked me up.
teleporting?
There you go,
It's against the law.
There we go.
Yeah, but
That's not
it's
teleportation.
nice to come down the
Regardless, we're being very lenient right now. If you could please not continuously use it.
Wish me luck. I'll try to see combat tonight because tomorrow is not vacation anymore.
I was worried that I might be too heavy, but the whole thing, so I'm good.
I'd probably not tell her that.
Yeah, but why you go into specifics like that?
Regardless, we're being very lenient by not saying anything about it at the moment. If you could please tone it down at the very least.
Complain to me. Oh, you don't tell me things. You
You're
don't tell
just
me when.
Sorry, monkey see, monkey do to the law.
You know what? Fair enough.
Obey the law, I'll do it too. If I'm nice
Tell her, but tell her gently.
This is what I'm dealing with.
Call the final Soviet sentence.
You committed crimes against Skyrim and their people.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. I won't do it again. I promise.
There.
As far as I know, you have permission from Lady Winter. I don't know them. I don't know if they have permission, and so we are giving them a warning. We've been very lenient. They've done it 3 times in a row there, and we've not said a single thing. We're being extremely polite at the moment. I'm just trying to get the point across.
I'm gonna go.
They kind of did like fire off like 3 gunshots in front of the police, and they're kind of being chilled at it. To be fair.
Yes.
But I'm the
There's a difference between a fucking bullet and what the fuck I'm doing.
You are a bullet, motherfucker.
Regardless, it's not allowed.
Fuck you up.
We could sit down and talk.
You're maidenless.
Tyler just
Listen to the.
You know, that's just emotionally scarring.
Wanna know what I don't understand?
Because,
Alright.
Why do so many people, when you go like, you shouldn't do this, be like, I'm not doing this, technically.
No. What?
Was that Bear Higgs? Did you hunt Higgs
I
down?
don't know.
no, Higgs is a himbo.
I'm not giving you any information. I just wanted to.
Higgs is a himbo, not a bear.
You're getting hugged. Get wrecked.
Okay. I am indeed getting hugged. I am utterly hugged.
Get loved and
Ratioed.
appreciated.
Yes, you can.
I know.
No, I can't.
You are a
No, I
pro
can't.
gamer.
That's a death wish.
You're a pro gamer.
Am I?
I see
Kira,
you're
I have
trying to
asked
see
if
if
you
you
can
can
hold
hold
on
on
To me now, Ellie.
You want me
I'm a professional gamer,
Yes.
I stabbed it in the chest.
according to her.
Why do you want to be on the list?
Because it's a list, and I'm not on it, and it is
According to
offending
Kira, I am.
me,
I did
and I
a
want
pro
to be on the
gamer
list.
move.
What if I made you a
It's-
new list and you're the only new on it?
No. So awesome.
No, there's a list without my name on it, and that is bothering me.
I feel
I'm like a cat. It's like with the door. I don't want to go through, but it has to be open.
I know. How about
What the
this?
fuck?
You will be my last resort name.
What are you doing, Psycho?
Forget.
They're bees. They're dancing to communicate.
Understood.
Hi, Mal. How you doing?
Put me on it.
Okay, I will put in brackets. Last resort.
It's not the same, but it's set enough for that.
But you're on it, Ray. But you got on it. Oh, there's so many people not on that list. Ellie.
Oh man, I'm dead.
I am working
Man,
on
did you just kill someone in front of me? Aries?
You think I'm...
Aries, did you just kill someone in front of me?
Ah, man, I'm dead.
Yeah, I was
Hold on.
Aries, did you just die in front of me? Quit dying in front of me!
I'm not involved, but I'm dead too.
God damn it.
She's a phoenix, she'll resurrect.
Oh, understood. Stop dying in front of me.
I told you, do not! Do not! You almost... Okay, at that point, whatever would have happened would have been your own fault.
Your own doing.
I don't know, she might bite me.
You're just like me.
Don't worry, I don't play hard.
Don't go punching each other here. Take it down there.
I'm gonna hide. You don't know.
I'm just reinforcing his padding down here. It seemed a little loose.
Ray.
Thank
you. How considerate.
Oh, now I know.
The eyes are still very different.
I'm for free? With the lack of sleep.
Would this technically be assault if I did this? Hold on.
I'm taller than you too.
See, you don't have hoodie strings for me to bite.
Ah, fuck,
You
you're
don't have
right.
hoodie strings for me to
Yeah,
eat.
it's all fun, hon.
Hold out the hoodie string.
You want to heal
fine,
me?
Simon, not again.
Shit for that.
Get wrecked.
She stole my hoodie string again.
Also, do the healers like this?
I stole his hoodie string.
Hoodie strings.
Yes, I heal your armor.
I haven't had
Fair
him
enough.
fighting his hoodie strings because it's a comforting thing.
Oh my lord.
I'm just getting
We're
ready
going
in
after
case he does
this.
something.
I think I was gonna go to Night City. Carter kept talking about it, so I want to visit it.
I had so many ideas just seeing
Well,
these
do you want me to come with you?
That sounds like a place with a high amount
You
of
sure you wanna
crime
go?
and a lot of death. I should
If you
come
want to,
with
I'm not stopping you.
Well, I mean, we are a thing. Supposed to be.
The helmet, I mean, you could just kind of grab them and...
We're going then. You can grab a drink. I just kind of want to see what this place is about anyway.
Wait,
Go. I'm a vampire, you dumb fuck.
Have you heard of Night City before? I've been down there a few times.
I have not.
Fair.
It's kind of reminds me of like the meat rack or the Fear City. Nice helmet.
Wait, if your girl's bald, do you just smack the back of her head?
You know?
This place is closing in like 5 minutes.
Put like a hamburger on the bag.
Yep.
Hamburger.
Feeling better.
Chiropractor.
Hey, what's up?
I heard chiropractor.
I know, that was your fault.
The
That's
king.
Sorry? Nah, we have to stretch him this way so we have a wide range behind someone and they walk back into
That
you.
sounds incredibly nice.
Hey,
That's kind of your
you
fault.
don't have to stretch me for that.
Are you saying you're hacking stronger?
I'll look after her. Oh, there she is.
Wide Raymond.
Oh lord, he coming.
But I need to
Yeah, he is wide.
Very
As soon
heavy
as
on
I
the
get home, I'm
base.
gonna smoke some weed. I'm fucking tired.
Oh damn.
Yo, is he hitting that
Don't worry, I keep my drugs back home.
Yo, King, can you hit the gritty?
The king's hitting the
Oh shit!
The Royal Goodies.
I hate it.
I hate the fact I brought this up.
the moment I do that,
Everybody in the city.
And people say politics are corrupt.
Hey, what the fuck?
Shit, fuck, they are corrupt. I'm out of here.
Wait, what the fuck did I do?
I guess I gotta put my shirt back on.
Protect Winter at all cost.
What did I do? I'm not
I
corrupt.
witnessed a crime.
I said protect Winter at all costs.
These politics are corrupt. I am not corrupt.
You got some ornaments.
Yeah, I was the more.
Also,
Oh yeah,
what's that? Squirrely's talking to you.
I see you have some new ornaments.
Aww. Oh, hi. Yeah. I do. One from a dear friend of mine, and one that I've been preparing for a little while.
Right.
I'll let you play the game of which is which.
I don't know. Can you?
Obviously, and
I don't know. Can't now. You know what? I think you're beyond it.
Longsword, greatsword. Yep.
I don't know. I put the helmet on because I was messing with
shield.
someone and I expected them to do something back, but they didn't.
I mean, you put your helmet on, so I was gonna get like a wooden stick and just bong and see if your head shook around like a cartoon.
Dink. Shield.
I am bored.
Well, we're about to be closed in like 3 minutes, so.
Ah, then I can get reward somewhere. Why are you always looking at me so judgingly? Stop it.
I'm just looking.
Because she's judging you.
Are you judging me, huh?
We're all
No.
judging you. Everyone's judging you. We're all judging you. Drax judges you the most.
That's just my
I
resting
judge you
face.
more.
I'm not even looking at him.
Yeah, you are.
That's a reason everyone mistakes you for Burke's sister or something. Because you have the same pissed off look like he has. Like every time he's disappointed. It always looks like he's disappointed.
Well,
I mean,
And you
he does work here.
Fuck you too, bitch.
You should be happy and grateful. He was no one until I accepted him. He was a nobody.
Oh god.
How good are you at dancing?
But now he's taking up the position. I think he wants to go back.
to be honest, I am pretty fucking
There's no way.
depressed, so...
Why are you depressed?
Oh shit! Okay, well, he's gonna dodge my bullets.
Let's see. Possibly the
What the
fact that I'm
fuck?
undead.
Not if you aim for the head.
Why would you be depressed about that?
8,
It's
7,
gross.
6, 5, 4, 3.
That is, take that personally.
What the fuck am I witnessing?
You should be grateful.
Some weird shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're not a vampire, so I do get it by parts.
I'm gonna
But
commit chaos.
we should speak at other time about it a bit more seriously.
Dare you? I didn't.
I'm grateful for a few things, but most of it's negative.
You're witnessing.
Next time we open, let's sit together just and talk a little bit about it.
If you insist.
Yeah, he can do the drums.
I do.
Okay. Please don't break the floor, Aries.
Hey, look. Pretty light stepped.
The streets are closed.
Yes.
Usually when someone
Still
he
having
uses his fist
his wedding
instead.
today after the streets closed?
Not today. It got pushed back.
Oh, okay. Alright. Thanks for
I think
letting
it
me
got pushed back to Tuesday.
Wait, what got pushed back? What's going on?
I will let the people over there know that the streets are closing.
Oh, okay.
You may want to be a bit.
Everything's closing, damn.
Hello, the streets are closing.
Alright, we have to go, sweetie. Thank you.
The tentacles come out.
Stands. Oh my god.
No, I'm fucking out.
You have backup. I give up.
If you're interested in coming along, there will be plenty of
I don't know, it's hard between saying no maidens and no bitches.
I will also play whoever comes along.
Oh my.
Sure. I'll take a look. Who are we rescuing? Is it someone I know?
Oh, it's actually
No.
his family.
That's the secret trick about
Oh.
nothing can hurt your eyes anymore.
Hi. Tell me a bit more about yourself, then.
Your eyes closed. Then everything
I am Joseph Delson, but just call me Vex. I am at war with a cult who worships someone called the World Leader. Big danger, big threat. They have my family, we're killing an evil version of myself.
Does this have to do with this town or no?
Don't open your eyes.
Or is it like something completely different?
I mean, it's the threat to the entire metaverse.
If you have your eyes closed, nothing can hurt you.
Oh,
classic.
Fun with your eyes closed, everything can hurt you.
Lovely.
Generally, not
I'll
many
think
people
about
know
it.
about it.
Here, tell you what. Here, tell you what. Here's my card, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her hair is pretty.
I'll think on that. I have other important things I need to do first, so I'll think on that. Send me more details over my comms.
That's what I was asking.
Hope to see
Yeah,
you
we're
later.
going to the mission now.
All right.
Hope to see
Here,
you too.
I'll think on that a little later to see if I'm not too busy.
Wish us luck.
Good to see you, Sabo. Oh, yeah, please, be safe.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were picking me up. We're just squatting. Hi.
Let's get going.
Dork.
Let's.
How are you, hon?
I don't trust that.
You alright? Yeah. The World Eater. Have you heard of this?
No.
I don't.
Me either.
So, here, you want me to be more specific, right? Anything
Comes in,
important
gives big
or
hug
note?
to gives big hug to Winter. Alright, there you go. I gotta leave now because streets
care.
are closing. You know.
Oh,
Yes, take care.
Hello.
Oh, ass. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot I'm big.
Yeah,
Take
you're a
care.
little boned.
See you later.
Important. I can't not disclose because cognito hazard, but that's it.
Right.
Classic.
Would I be able to talk to regarding these
I
important
don't know
things?
what's a cognito hazard.
No one, because no one will talk to anyone about it. It's not because of you. It's because everyone else cannot.
I've
be
heard so
let
many
known to
words
this.
today, my brain hurts because none of them make any sense. Right.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's
Lady Winter, if I may pull you aside
that
before I
kind of thing,
leave.
you know what I'm saying?
For a brief
Oh, of course.
No worries, I can understand.
statement.
Information is
Yes.
extremely
Over there.
valuable.
One second. I'm going right over there for a moment. Yes.
I do appreciate you opening up about those feelings earlier. About being brought back and such.
Yeah.
That I can definitely empathize with.
I mean, for me, it was almost the best way someone could go. I died saving my people and eliminating a threat to the town. And that could have been it.
Yeah.
But
Going out in the blaze of glory is
Yeah.
always a way someone wants to go, typically.
I literally went out in a blaze of glory. Whatever flesh of mine wasn't being rotted off from necrotic magic was being burned.
Well, if you wish to dive deeper into that subject at any point, I'm always willing to go to do so.
I'd be happy to tell you the entire mission at some point if you'd be happy to hear where Aries go.
Of course. And maybe once I'm comfortable, perhaps I can share a bit more.
Nope.
It's only fair.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you all of my story.
I'd be happy to hear it.
In the meantime, though, you should take care, hon. You should get some rest.
Me too.
It's been a long day for all of us.
I'll see you all later. I'll head back.
Take care of yourself, Miss Elizabeth.
I'm gonna head back and rest. It's been a bit of a day.
Take care, both of you. I'm heading out.
Take care, Myrdin.
You as well.
Myrdin's getting closer to people. Oh. Not too close. She's like, oh shit. people have similar experiences. And she's like, oh fuck. Maybe I can get close to them a bit more. Or that. That'll be fun. Who's subscribed, by the way? Motherfucker. I just follow. Duck69420. What the fuck? That's a dope ass name. Thank you for the follow. That's not the one I'm supposed to click. I'm so sorry for yelling at you. I'm so sorry for yelling at you.
No. Adley, I was also being a dick because I was in a really, really bad mood, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We're acting. We're acting.
I was better, but I was not
We're
better.
acting. It's fine. Oh god.
Relinquish to me your skull.
I've already had my head chopped off. It's fine. I can do it again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what?
My music started, and
I'm gonna end stream and then I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm curious as to what happened. You too.
Today was like a very emotional day. I don't know. I gotcha. Nah, but Elbon is like a very, very to a fault overprotective father over his precious children.
Well, chat, I hope you enjoyed. Holy shit. I hope you all had a good time. Let's see, is there anyone who's live that I can raid? Ox is in live tonight, so I won't be able to raid him. Nope, no one I can raid. Alright. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow for the siege. And then after that, it will be Tuesday. Alright. Take care, love you all.